Hey, well, how you? Hey, Exile, what's up, man? How you doing? Um, so, uh, Angels and Conspiracy Queen and Mark, Shaggy and Snooks, thank you guys all for being here. Appreciate all you guys.
Thank you. You know, I send you all these pictures and you have to put up the one of me belly dancing. It's so embarrassing.
Done and
Hello.
done.
Hi there, everybody.
Hey, what's up? How you guys doing? Oh man, I got a lot planned. As Conspiracy Queen, I got most of the script done. I'll try to finish it up during the video. But hey, Exile, what's up? And so it it's got a role just for you. It's like another coffee,
All
right?
right.
And then I've got the professional, um, what's it called? Hypnotist.
Hypnotist?
Hypnotist. Yeah, I forgot because my brain got hypnotized for a minute
That's
there.
okay.
But he's coming in. He's going to start. Mark is that's Shaggy. That's cased over.
Yeah.
That's Mark. Or Shaggy. That's Snooks. Snooks. That's Shaggy. You guys have met backstage, and then
Yeah.
Shaggy. That's Conspiracy Queen on the right. Conspiracy Queen. That's Shaggy.
Howdy, howdy.
Hi. How are you?
I'm doing just peachy keen, Jelly Bean.
Yeah.
Can I just ask that you turn your volume down a little bit, CQ?
Yes, ma'am.
Would that
On
be
it.
okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Ah, that's perfect. Is that okay? Are you okay with that, Peanut?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine.
Okay,
Thanks.
thank you.
And then Angels Don't Fall. He's in the top middle. That's Shaggy Mark on the bottom right.
Will do. Hi.
I've never seen Shaggy.
Mark's
I'm
been.
old.
Yeah, he's been. We've went around for like a long time. Me and Mark.
Yeah?
Yes,
He's
we have.
yeah. He's usually
Yeah.
he likes to lurk though. He kind of catch him riding, lurking.
Oh, well, we love lurkers, so it doesn't matter as long as you hit the like and share it out.
You know how lurkers are. They like to watch, right?
That
Yes,
isn't that a
yes, I do.
voyeur? Those are voyeurs.
Exactly.
You're
That
just
sounds
saying
better.
it
That's
much. You're
French.
saying it. Yeah, you're saying it much
Voyeur.
nicer.
It's
Voyeurs.
a voyeur.
Yes.
Le voyeur.
Yeah, you're just saying it nicer.
That sounds better than lurker, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, it
Conspiracy Queen,
does.
voyeurs.
voyeur.
Oh,
Voyeurs.
yeah.
It's French. Oui,
And
oui.
it is.
C'est
It is
voyeur.
français. Oui.
All right,
Oh,
so I
God,
got
the French.
I know exactly. I surrender. So
I surrender.
All right,
hey,
bad
Flan, what's
boys.
up, Brand? Thanks for being here. So Joe, thank you for being here. Brand, thank you. Red Pill, thank you for being here. Lewis, of course, thank you for being here. Indy, thank you for all you do. Exile, thanks for being in here. Pat, thank you. Jason, thank you. I think you guys are gonna let's make sure I don't forget anybody. And Wolfie, thank you.
You're
Nowhere Man,
you're breaking
right?
up, darling.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Is that better?
Well, keep talking.
Okay. So Nowhere Man, thanks for being here.
Yeah, you're breaking
And
up.
am I? I may have to I don't know. Well,
Right now,
anyway.
keep talking. Keep talking. You're okay now.
All right. So I'll just spot.
Sound fine to
Okay.
me.
All right. Thanks, Exile Man. Right on. Okay, Nowhere Man and Exile Man. So not better. Oh, sorry, Brand. Okay, I'm gonna play the video then. So I'm gonna take you.
Wait a minute.
Lucy,
Can I
get up.
do one little spiel? I just have one thing to say.
Okay.
Okay, please hit the like, sub, and share this everywhere you can because it's going to be epic.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Please share this out.
Yeah.
All
Hi,
right. Hey,
Can
Lewis,
you
Lewis.
guys
what's up?
hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah.
How you doing, Lewis? Mr. Ambassador, sir.
He's an
Can you
ambassador.
hear me?
Yeah,
Well, you don't
Lewis.
want to be the ambassador to where he is. Go ahead, Peanut.
Lewis is the ambassador to Uranus.
Yours, not
Not
mine.
yours. Your anus.
Yours, not mine.
Not my
Yeah,
anus. Your
that's
anus.
Not mine.
Yes.
All right, you guys. Oh, real quick, just want to say, I incorporated the beginning of a video already played, but I changed it, so there'll be differences in it. So, like I was telling Jason, I put like a tomato thing in there for him to look at, and then at the end of the whole thing, there's a message I put in there for Chicken Little, and
Can you hear me?
also, yeah, I can hear you, Lewis. You were lost down there for a little bit though. How you doing?
Yeah. I'm doing good once I found out all the rings on Saturn lead to Uranus.
Oh God.
Guess Saturn
That's
should have put a
funny.
ring on it, huh?
Oh God.
Yeah.
all right. Without further ado, though, I'm going to take you guys all down from the stage, and then we'll talk after the video's done. And then that'll be about 15 minutes, and then we're going to have the hypnotist come on, and Mark's going to be hypnotized, and if anyone else I can talk into being hypnotized too. Snooks, you're going to be
Wait a minute.
hypnotized, right?
No, darling, you know I'm not. And you also, I thought he wasn't coming on till 11. Okay. Anyway, so you pull me up, then you push me down. You pull me up, then you push me down. I'm getting so dizzy. When you do, wait a minute, that doesn't sound right. Okay, so anyway, when you're doing the script.
Yeah.
We'll do it like so. What's going on? The video is about about an hour and 10 minutes long, and so but it's got a ton of stuff in it. Trust me, you got to be
Okay.
patient with it. It's gonna so. When I start that now, that will put the video to being about 7:55 when it's all done, and so that'll give me just enough time for us to chat a bit, and then we'll have the hypnotist come on. The
Okay.
hypnotist, the
Hypnotist.
voyeur, the
7:55.
Yeah.
All
Okay.
You know
All
what
right, you
time
guys
is
ready?
my time?
Okay, just go ahead, kick me off. I don't care anymore.
All right, that's it. That's the stuff.
Yeah, I'll
There you go.
stuff you.
All right, and then whoops, remove, and then remove. All right, here we go. And I'm gonna remove myself. Okay. Disclaimer: nothing on this stream tonight is medical advice. Nothing on tonight's stream should be used to treat or diagnose any medical conditions. This stream is only for educational and entertainment purposes. Anyone who is willing to be hypnotized on this live stream tonight or later as a result of following anything related to this stream or the Nut House does so at their own risk. The directions included here tonight are from WikiHow and are only included for educational and entertainment purposes only, and they are not intended to be followed.
Listen up, people. On the next Nut House live stream, Peanut is going to talk about hypnotism. And then any brave volunteer, who want to come on the panel, he will try to hypnotize.
Oh, listen to Rick. Peanut is out of his mind. Peanut is nuts. He will hypnotize you with his hypnotic nuts, make you cluck like a chicken.
We can put the alternative in another image altogether. And I will call this not the ceramic image, the fully automatic image, but the dramatic image. Consider the world as a drop.
There are things known and there are things unknown. And in between are the doors of perception.
Domini nostri Iesu Christi, mundum letificare digna Domino nostrum.
Life could be a dream, life could be a dream. Doo-doo, shaboom, shaboom. Life could be a dream. If I could take you up in paradise up above. If you would tell me I'm the only one that you love. Life could be a dream. Sweetheart, hello, hello again. Shaboom, shaboom, we'll meet again. Hey, na ding dong, a ding a ding a ding. Whoa, a boom a doom a day, oh. Life could be a dream.
So before we dive deeper into hypnosis, I just wanted to point out its connections to sleep and dreams in general. So from the Bible, we have the story of Daniel interpreting the dream of Nebuchadnezzar. He dreamed of a giant statue made of gold, silver, brass, iron, and clay. Daniel interpreted the meaning of the dream, and thus there is a biblical confirmation of the importance of dreams.
Neo, if you wish to learn hypnosis, you must first learn to free your mind. Free your mind, Neo. You must rid your mind of any preconceived notions, or bias, or assumptions, and then openly listen to what I am about to tell you, or you will never truly understand. Free your mind, Neo.
So the music, particularly the drones and the bells, were there to free my mind from the matrix.
The vibration works on a frequency that shakes off the dirt of this world. True enough. And yes, by focusing on the sound, it opens up your mind. I like to think of it as tuning your mind to the spirit.
So the point of that long musical introduction was to help free the minds of everyone who is watching this presentation. I understand now.
So first we will start with a brief history of hypnotism. Over 4,000 years ago, the Egyptians had dream temples, also known as sleep temples. They are regarded by many people as the earliest forms of hypnosis. They were created under the influence of Imhotep, who served as high priest of the sun god Ra at Heliopolis. The dream temples were basically hospitals, where patients were chanted over, bringing the patient into a hypnotic state. Then they would interpret their dreams to determine the treatment. The chanting would serve the same purpose as the music segment at the beginning of this video. Many cultures also have used drones or bells. In ancient Greece, they were built in honor of Asclepius, the Greek god of medicine. The sleep chambers were filled with snakes, a symbol of Asclepius, hence the origin of snakes in the medical world today. Hypnotism was preceded by a practice called animal magnetism, which was the creation of Franz Mesmer in the 18th century. It would later be referred to as mesmerism. This is the origin of the word mesmerized. Dr. Mesmer postulated that there is an invisible natural force in all animate and inanimate beings. He believed the force had physical effects. He thought the force could be controlled to enhance healing. It kind of reminds me of the Force from Star Wars. His theory postulates that living things have magnetic fluid. Mesmer believed in natural energetic transference between all animated and inanimate objects. Dr. Mesmer's theory, animal magnetism, later became known as mesmerism, and which was what led to what we now call hypnosis. Next, we have the Marquis de Puysegur. He noticed the similarity between trance and sleepwalking or somnambulism. He named it artificial somnambulism. He believed it came down to need and want. And he was the one who brought in the idea of trance into mesmerism, or as it was known at the time, as animal magnetism. And then that brings us to Abbé Faria, a Catholic priest who understood that mesmerism worked through the power of suggestion. He introduced Oriental hypnosis to Paris. He demonstrated the existence of autosuggestion, which is basically self-induced suggestion. He further postulated that nothing comes from the magnetizer. Everything comes from the imagination and the mind of the subject. Somnambulism was viewed as lucid sleep. He also coined the term nervous sleep as belonging to the natural order. But like we alluded to earlier, hypnosis is tied to sleep and dreams, which makes it part of the larger spiritual and cerebral topic of dreams and dreaming. But we will look more into that later. And that brings us to Étienne de Convillers, another mesmerist, who coined the words hypnotism and hypnotist based on a Greek word for sleep. The first recorded sample of a doctor using hypnosis for anesthesia and surgery was on April 12, 1829, in Paris, France, by Dr. Jules Cloquet. Now, for anyone who doubts the effectiveness of hypnosis, the fact that it was used as anesthesia during surgery, at the very least shows the power of suggestion and the subconscious over the human mind. Like everyone else we have mentioned so far, James Braid was also a doctor. This connections between hypnosis and medicine go all the way back to Egypt. James Braid was the first person in English to use the word hypnotism and made a point to distinguish hypnotism from animal magnetism and mesmerism. He was a Scottish surgeon and regarded by many as being the father of modern hypnotism. Reed discovered through self-hypnosis that the effect had nothing to do with the gaze, charisma, or magnetism of the operator. Instead, he concluded that fixated vision and concentration are what mattered. Reed thought of hypnotism as a nervous sleep which differed from ordinary sleep. The way to produce it was through visual fixation on a small bright object held 18 inches above and in front of the eyes. Take any bright object, hold it about 8 to 15 inches from the eyes from such position about the forehead, because the greatest possible strain upon the eyes and the eyelids, they maintain a steady fixed stare at the object. The pupils will be at first contracted and then dilated. Carry the object towards the eyes, and then the eyes will glisten voluntarily. The reason they had the subject's eyes look up was to create more fatigue, so the eyes tire out faster. This is, in my opinion, similar to the way television channels used to in their broadcast day late at night. They would play the national anthem late at night when viewers are tired and sleepy and insert subliminal messages when their resistance was compromised. Are you aware of the fatigue and eye strain that is caused by staring at a computer screen for too long? Did you ever consider that the internet was another form of hypnosis? Now granted, the television sign-off example of the national anthem was more about subliminal messages rather than hypnosis per se, but all mind control techniques seem to be related. And we talk more about this later, but like I said, the fact that it was played at the end of the night when people were tired and straining their eyes directly relates back to hypnosis. And what about the light bulbs that they force us to use now? Or the blinding blue headlights that all cars seem to use now? It's like even the outside world is keeping us in a hypnotic state. But I digress. Allow me to finish up our review of the history of hypnotism with a brief look at the Nancy School of Hypnotism in France. This would include Ambrose Liebelt and Hippolyte Burnham. Liebelt wrote a book that focused on the similarities between induced sleep, or trance, and natural sleep, the features of the hypnotic state, how sleep relates to the nervous system, and the phenomena of hallucinations. Within this theory, he labeled the key difference between sleep and the hypnotic state to be produced by suggestion and concentration on the idea of sleep, and that the patient was in rapport with the hypnotist. Liebelt's theory on the hypnotic state that he devised in this book attracted the attention of a prominent Nancy physician and soon-to-be student of Liebelt himself, Hippolyte Burnham. Hippolyte Burnham studied hypnotism under Liebelt and was able to bring Liebelt's ideas about suggestibility to the attention of the medical world. He believed that every human being has the trait of suggestibility, but each is varied in the degree of suggestibility. Burnham discovered that if he gave a subject a suggestion to return to him at 10 o'clock in 13 days while under hypnosis, the subject would show up at the exact time Burnham had suggested. The subject showed no recollection of receiving a suggestion and stated that the idea presented itself to his mind only at the moment at which he was required to execute it. Now tell me that doesn't remind you of Manchurian Candidates. Kind of like the Bourne Identity. So like I stated previously, all these mind control topics are interrelated. Next on the list, we have Jean-Martin Charcot. He is known as the father of modern neurology. He only used hypnosis on hysterical patients. Charcot and his school considered the ability to be hypnotized as a clinical feature of hysteria. For the members of the Salpêtrière school, susceptibility to hypnotism was synonymous with disease, i.e., hysteria. Although they later recognized that grand hypnotisme and hysterics should be differentiated from petty hypnotisme, which corresponded to the hypnosis of ordinary people. So in plain English, although for thousands of years, hypnosis was viewed as a medical procedure used for healing, Dr. Charcot had given hypnosis a negative connotation. Like if you are capable of being hypnotized, then there must be something wrong with you. And to some extent, that is very similar to how many people continue to view hypnosis today. I prefer to think of hypnosis as neutral. But like any other tool, it depends upon the person who is wielding it. That said, let's talk a bit about implanting false memories, shall we? Still going back to Burnham for a moment, and hampered by current ethical standards and human subject committees, H. Burnham, 1889, created a false memory of a horrific traumatic event. Burnham also demonstrated his subject's willingness to discuss the implanted memory with a representative of the law. Burnham's work represents the first documented case of an implanted false traumatic memory with direct relevance to contemporary debates. And this brings us to the larger, yet related psychological issue of memory implantation. Memory implantation is used in cognitive psychology to investigate human memory, and memory implantation studies researchers make people believe that they remember an event that actually never happened. The false memories that have been successfully implanted in people's memories include remembering being lost in a mall as a child, taking a hot air balloon ride, among other things which could be both good or bad. Now imagine that you are lost in a mall that you have never been to before, and then remember flying away on a hot air balloon, but it never happened, but you vividly remember it as if it was real. Until you gradually lose all trace of reality, where the lines have become so blurred that you will never be able to find your way again, through the endless doors that will let you back to the truth.
So the recipe for creating a false memory was always the same for every single participant. I've gained their trust because I've introduced this event that they know happened, that they have all this vivid memory for quite often. And so now I give positive reinforcement and say, you did such a great job. Let's hope you have as many details for the next event. So the other event which your parents reported happening was when you were 14 years old, you initiated a physical fight and the police called your parents.
When you were 12, you initiated a physical fight and the police called your parents.
You said it happened in Kelowna in the fall. You were with Ryan when it happened, and it was out of character.
What? Were you close with Connor?
Yeah, he was my best friend.
So what do you
Honestly,
remember?
I don't remember. I don't know what you're talking about.
Very odd. I don't remember this taking place at all.
When a person is having trouble remembering, repeatedly thinking of an event will usually lead to a more complete memory for it.
So I'd like to take you mentally back to the scene where the event happened.
And what it does is it puts you back into your 14-year-old you, and it gives you the context for helping you remember. I'd like you to relax, close your eyes, and focus your attention on trying to retrieve this memory.
Okay.
So picture yourself at the age of 14. Imagine what it looks like and feels like to be there.
Try to remember what the weather was like.
Remember, it's fall in Kelowna and you're with Ryan. Try to remember where you had the fight.
Try to remember who you were fighting.
Try to remember what thoughts were running through your head. Try to remember how you were feeling. Saying that this memory retrieval technique works for most people, if they try hard enough, that's a subtle social pressure that actually has quite a profound impact. Where you're saying, if you don't get this memory back, you just didn't try hard enough.
Yeah, I only remember a few possibilities of people I could have picked a fight with.
Who do you think it could have been?
There was a bully.
When was this?
Well, I'm assuming it was in the fall. Grade 9.
This is the time you think the police contact happened? Or what?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
I just felt this uncontrolled rage.
Okay.
Everything just let loose. There was this strength, this energy that I had never felt before.
The cops showed up and we were kind of having maybe a verbal kind of fight, and then it kind of maybe got into a push. And then at that point there was kind of cops coming.
They had strung themselves out of real pieces of real places and real people, but in a way that just never actually happened.
But implanted memories can also be achieved by memory chips now, which brings to mind Neuralink and others. And like a lot of things, there are parallels between hypnotism, science, dreams, and other factors. With hypnotism and its digital counterparts via brain interface and other methods, it can be used to recall past memories, or it can be used to replace past memories. And this movie clip is a great example of that.
Modern digital effects put a new twist on the remake of Total Recall.
On your feet now! It's a mistake. I'm nobody.
Colin Farrell steps into the role Arnold Schwarzenegger made famous. He plays a factory worker who finds himself on the run after he remembers his former life as a spy.
This person you think you are now.
K-Ultra, which has some aspects of it that are similar to hypnotism, can be used to implant memories to trigger Manchurian candidates. But hypnotism would not require splitting a mind. But nonetheless, many of these techniques, including trance, are on the same spectrum as hypnosis. So let's take a look at this next video, which seems to employ a combination hybrid technique.
A group of scientists is warning about an emerging type of advertising in which companies try to manipulate your dreams. ABC 10 News anchor Derek Stahl is going in depth with a sleep researcher to explain why some are calling for more government oversight.
This video of streams and mountains is designed to make you dream about Coors Light in a positive way.
Get into your bed and get comfortable.
And an experiment funded by the company suggests...
Can you tell me what you were dreaming?
It worked.
I think it was
Something to do with cores.
This was more of a stunt than a rigorous study. Coors says some of the participants were paid actors. But UC Irvine dream researcher Dr. Sarah Mednick says the science here is very real.
There's several studies that show that we can get in there while someone's sleeping and completely unbeknownst to the person, bias whatever processing is going on to be specific to whatever we want them to think.
She was one of 40 sleep scientists who published a letter this month warning about the rise of this technique called dream incubation. Other companies like Burger King, Microsoft, and Sony have experimented with it in recent years.
We're more vulnerable to be influenced during dream time than we are during waking. There is a lot to be concerned about, I think.
During sleep, our brain decides which memories to keep, and scientists have discovered they can influence the process by showing you a video just before bedtime, or by using sounds, smells, and lights after you doze off.
Not only is sleep processing our memories, turning them into long-term memories, but sleep is also an open period where you can get in there and actually manipulate what is getting remembered.
Dream incubation can be used for good. One study found it made smokers smoke less. But Dr. Mednick and others worry this could be used on people without their knowledge, since 40 million Americans now have smart speakers in their bedrooms.
The Nest system knows when you're sleeping, and it's controlling your speakers. It's controlling the temperature in the room. It's controlling, what kind of information could come into your brain.
She says the Federal Trade Commission has rules against subliminal ads when people are awake, but the rules don't apply when people are asleep. She wants regulators to start updating their rules now, before our dreams become digital billboards. Derek Stahl, ABC 10 News.
A study in 2019 found that people who dreamed of an ad were up to 27% more likely to report planning to buy it. Researchers say these techniques can make you remember things or forget things, and the tools can help people overcome phobias and PTSD.
Now, before we move on, I just want to do one more thing. To our discussion of Manchurian candidates, Russ Disner spoke about the Black Awakening, or satanic sleeper cells, of super soldiers who are Manchurian candidates who are waiting to be awoken with a trigger word, which slaughter people and cause chaos throughout the world. Once the Antichrist reveals himself, they will all be released upon the world to bring down the West and prepare the way for the one world government to come. This will be the final order out of chaos, as these sleeper cells of the Black Awakening are awoken from their hypnotic trance. The slaughter of people in the streets, that is the Black Awakening. And for a few words about trance, not all trance is hypnosis, but all hypnosis is a form of trance. Trance is a state of being, but hypnosis is like that same state with intention. Trance is a more neutral, descriptive term for altered states of consciousness. Trance is a broad mental state where your attention becomes very focused and you tune out of other things. Hypnosis is like directed, purposeful trance. Many cultures employ trance with the help of drumming, chanting, and the use of plant medicines which help them talk to the spirit world. Sometimes drugs are involved in trance rituals, similar to the LSD used by MKUltra. This might include soma, mushrooms, peyote, or other substances, but not all trance requires drugs. Oftentimes with trances there will be drones, bells, or drums involved. One reason for this is that the sounds give the mind something to focus on, so they can open their minds and help them to forget the world so they can reach the spirit realm. I am just pointing out that there is a spiritual component to this, as well as a common denominator of healing that is connected to dreaming. And let's not forget the prophet Daniel's connection to dreams and the spiritual effects of David's harp playing on King Saul, or the powers of horns around Jericho. And all of these examples have been connected to doctors and healing, going all the way back to ancient Egypt. But please don't read too much into that. I am a Christian. I am just giving background to it all. And the music I played near the beginning should have trance and dreams are connected to almost every culture, like Siberia, Finland, Ireland, India, North America, Tibet, and elsewhere. Now I want to show you something real quick. This is the spiritual trenches. This is a battle line that runs through everything in this life. Whatever happens in this world is always a force for good, but a force for evil as well. Both sides are like the hot that meets the cold air to form tornadoes. There is no in between. There is no fence to sit on. This is an invisible line that runs through everything. Every birth, every death, every event from the beginning to the end each and every day. Without rest until the end, like a double-edged sword that runs through everything. And hypnosis is no different. It can be used for good, or it can be used for evil. But today, we are just going to have some fun with it. So the pineal gland is like the antenna we use to send and receive messages from God. The pineal gland is also connected to sleep in our dreams. It produces melatonin, which is a hormone that regulates sleep patterns and circadian rhythms. It secretes a melatonin response to low light levels, which helps us to fall asleep at night. So the pineal gland is linked to our dreams. The pineal gland, then, is linked to hypnosis and its connections to sleep and dreams. Now, the next thing we're going to talk about is using hypnosis as a past life regression technique, but a quick disclaimer. I do not believe in people having a past life. So this may be due to the power of suggestion or implanting false memories. Or as Conspiracy Queen mentioned to me, it could be demons whispering suggestions to people, which I think is a possible explanation. But either way, regardless of what your views are on this, let's take a look at the next clip, which talks about hypnosis and past life regression therapy.
This is no ordinary therapy session. This woman is experiencing what she believes is a past life. It's a new and controversial form of psychic healing. Have you been here before? Hugh Downs with an intriguing possibility. When 2020 continues after this from our ABC stations. ABC News 2020 continues. Once again, Hugh Downs.
We're going to give you a second look now at a really strange phenomenon. Ordinary people undergoing an extraordinary experience that appears to be useful, whether or not it's believable. Have you ever considered the possibility that you have been here before? Now, reincarnation is not a new idea. What is new, and perhaps revolutionary, is the way some therapists have tapped into the idea. Troubled patients are finding comfort, and some are getting better, by going back to what they imagine is a former life. But if you're skeptical, you're certainly not alone. Palm Beach County, Florida. When the medevac helicopter is called for an emergency,
Okay, 10-4, we're off.
when police swing into action, when fire trucks roll, News Center 25 photographer Sean Phillips is on the scene. It's a job grounded in gritty reality. Its practitioners are no nonsense. Imagine then his colleagues' shock when Sean told them that he had a former career in a former life in 1500.
I was a fisherman on, I would say, a Mediterranean island, either Greece or something like that. And
From News Center 25, the area's most honored news team, Reg Miller, Karen Curtis.
News Center co-anchor Karen Curtis is an award-winning reporter. She's built her reputation on being a serious journalist. But she recently told co-workers that she died almost 50 years ago.
I did die in a high chair in 1945. It was something I believe that happened, that I died and I came back.
What made these skeptical reporters believe they had lived before? Well, it started as a routine assignment to do a story about this man, Dr. Brian Weiss, a psychiatrist with impressive credentials, Columbia University, Yale Medical School, former chairman of psychiatry at Miami's prestigious Mount Sinai Medical Center. Now he's the foremost practitioner of a new and controversial brand of healing, so outlandish by most standards, you may have trouble believing it. He did. It's called regression therapy, and this kind proposes taking patients back not just to their childhood, but to past lives. Now, Dr. Weiss says the very concept of past lives would have struck him as nonsense 10 years ago. But when a patient of his, under hypnosis, spontaneously regressed to numerous past lives, Dr. Weiss started a decade of research. He now says that accepting the idea of past lives has great healing power.
For example, if a patient comes in with a fear of water, and I see quite a few of that, and we go back and using these techniques, I find that they had drowned, or they say they drowned, in the previous century, and that's where the fear of water comes from.
The technique Dr. Weiss refers to is hypnosis. Patients like Madeline, who respond well to it, are the best candidates for regression therapy.
Deeper and deeper.
Here's how it works. It starts by relaxing body and mind. Weiss plays soothing music and asks patients to picture tranquil settings.
Visualize yourself in that wonderful garden where you can completely relax, a place of utter beauty and safety and serenity. Beautiful, beautiful garden with plants and trees and flowers. And next, visualize a beautiful light above your head, coming into your body now through the top of your head. This is a beautiful, healing, relaxing, deepening light.
Once patients reach this totally relaxed state, says Weiss, memories they feel are from former lives may flood to the surface.
I'm going to ask you what year it is. Whatever number pops into your head is fine.
1826.
Okay, 1826.
The notion is that understanding when and how fears began is the first step in curing them. Madeline's crippling fear of water, for example, she traces to a former life in the 19th century. En route to America, the ship she was on encountered a storm.
Everything's getting pushed from side to side on the deck of the boat.
Yes.
And the waves are coming in.
Yes. What happens to you? Are you up on the deck?
I'm in the water now.
Mm-hmm. Did you get washed over the side?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What happens to you?
It's cold.
Mm-hmm.
I can't swim. I can't breathe. I can't see anything. It's dark.
Yes.
Madeline, who thinks she was then a woman named Mary Bowles, drowned.
It's cold.
Madeline says it worked. Knowing its source, she's overcome her fear of water. And Dr. Weiss also helped with the grief over her husband's death. If we have multiple lives, we'll all meet again.
Well, you either are a believer or a non-believer, and I'm comfortable in sharing my ideas with anyone.
This is so far afield, though, from orthodoxy, either in medical science or religion, that it must be difficult. And I wonder if you ran across any ridicule on the part of medical colleagues.
I'm getting a lot of support individually from my colleagues in medicine, but as a group, nothing. If anything, there was more a kind of approach towards ridicule or censure.
We asked the American Psychiatric Association if there's any official position on past life therapy. There is not. Nor is there any estimate of how many psychiatrists are using it. There are enough, however, to warrant a study in one of the psychological journals. It tested regression therapy on 100 college students and found that those subjects who thought they had a past life were either already believers in reincarnation or were influenced by the hypnotist's questions. Their supposed past life experiences didn't check out.
What we found was that almost invariably, subjects were historically inaccurate. They got all kinds of things wrong.
Nicholas Spanos, one of the study's authors, is professor of psychiatry at Carleton University in Ottawa.
They said things or were aware of things that a person who actually lived at that time could not possibly have been aware of. For instance, someone might say that the year was 54 BC. Well, if you lived in some time period BC, obviously you couldn't know it was BC.
Karen and Sean were similarly skeptical before they met Dr. Weiss. They thought his theories may be pretty silly, an uncomfortable mix of Freud and Kreskin. But all that changed.
What happened to me in Dr. Weiss's office was not planned. It was totally unexpected, and it was very powerful. I don't know.
Under Weiss's hypnosis, Karen became her mother's sister, Adria. Adria died as an infant, slipping down in her high chair and strangling on its feeding table.
Can you see that kitchen?
Yes.
You're seeing that now?
Yes.
Good. How are you able to see?
I'm Adria.
You know that, yes. That's how it works, right?
Karen lived the experience as Adria, desperately trying to get her mother's attention as she was suffocating.
Souls never die. You can see it now, but don't be sad now. You came back.
to me.
Mm-hmm. You can remember. And what's happening to you? Just float above it if you wish.
I was playing with my rattle.
It's all right. Float above. You can breathe. You're fine. your spirit again now.
Weiss's explanation was that Adria's soul had been reborn in Karen's body. And after their session, Karen was convinced.
It was vivid, and it happened, and I felt that it had happened, and that I was her. It was very strong.
Karen says she now feels more aware of things like spirit life and signs. But given her occupation, she's still reluctant to say flatly that she believes in reincarnation.
I have a healthy concern that our viewers will perceive me as some nut, but I was just a reporter undergoing a hypnotic procedure in which I had a very intense experience.
Dr. Weiss used to be equally reluctant to state his feelings on reincarnation. But after a decade of research and work with hundreds of patients, does he believe it?
I do now.
But unless it's subjected to some pretty rigorous scientific method, in which case, if that was done and the proof came out that this was correct, that would take it off of the pages of the tabloids and into scientific journals, and that would be the news of the millennium, maybe. That hasn't happened.
Well, it's happening. And I couldn't... I think so, because I've gotten letters, phone calls from so many physicians and other therapists, more than 100, who are doing this work. And they write to me, I've been doing this work for 10 or 15 years, but in the secrecy or privacy of my office, don't tell anyone. And I'm encouraging them to publish their work too.
Therapies can be effective even though the theory behind the therapy isn't true.
I'm not here to tell anyone that reincarnation is real or not real, but as regression therapy, or that part of this that seems to heal people, that's very real.
How willing are people to believe that there's help in these forays through ancient eras? Well, at the moment, Dr. Weiss has a client waiting list of 2,000 people.
Well, since we did this story, has it grown beyond 2,000?
It has, yeah. Dr. Weiss says now that he's getting calls from Eastern Europe and from as far away as Japan and Korea. And his book, incidentally, that Many Lives, Many Masters, is now a runaway bestseller in places like Colombia and Taiwan. So apparently it's not just an American phenomenon.
And it goes into people's different religious beliefs and still somehow manages to
grow,
exist.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Well, first of all, I do not think that any of the people I talked with are phonies. I think they really had the experience. But that does not constitute evidence for me that reincarnation of the type they're talking about exists.
Because memory can't go down through...
I don't think memory transfers personal memory from one human to another.
We'll be back with more.
I'm going to show all of you a little bit about how hypnosis works. Okay. So most of hypnosis is just kind of relaxing and just kind of letting go, letting something happen. In a second, it's about to look like you're moving something with your mind. You're not. What's about to happen is your mind's going to focus on something. Okay. It's going to take a suggestion, and it's going to cause a physical action. I just want you to hold your pendulums in your thumb and finger. Okay. Okay. As you're staring at your pendulum, on the count of 3, I just want you to imagine your pendulum is swinging from left to right. Just think the words left and right. Further and faster. Further and faster. The more you think about it, the further and faster it starts to swing. You're not consciously moving it, but as your mind's thinking about it, it's sending a signal to your fingers to make it happen. Now on the count of 3, it's going to change direction. Just think the words around and around and around. Imagine there's a giant circle under you.
No way, man. No way.
Please, don't mess it up.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No, it's cool. It's just like that. No, it is that really great feeling.
It really started to happen.
Yes. Where what's
I'm sorry, everybody.
No.
I'm sorry. Did I snap everybody out of it?
And actually, that's real
Abby.
common on stages every once in a while. And I find it so funny when I'm doing my show, because I'll watch somebody on stage and I'll watch them relaxing, and I can watch their mind go, oh my God, it's working. Oh my God, it's working.
Right, that's what I just
think
did.
It was going
but
to.
like, what's the limit? Because I want to be like, cake.
Well, okay. So hold on.
He's going
no,
early out
I want to be
now.
like bank account.
So
right.
Okay, you know what? Here. So take your pendulum, hold it over this intersection. Okay. You see how it says yes and no? All right. Here's all I want you to do. I'm going to ask you a question. Do you like cake? Just think the answer. Just think the answer. Do you like cake? And you'll notice that as you think about it, it's starting to follow that yes line.
Okay.
Are
You
so
doing that? I guess I am. I don't mean to be.
So you're not consciously doing it, but as you think about it, your mind is creating that reaction. Now, something that we were doing during the break, I'll show you what we were doing, is just hold your fingers up just like this. You can hold them a little bit apart. Just take a deep breath in and hold it. And once again, it's your body focusing. But on the count of 3, as you let that breath out, your fingers are going to move closer and closer and closer, just like that. And as you focus on it, you're going to start finding your eyes just following your hands. And as that happens, you'll find your eyelids getting heavier and heavier. Just take a deep breath in. Let that breath out. You'll feel your body relaxing just like you're meditating. As your eyelids close, as your hands lower, eyelids closing just like that. And I just want you to think, as your eyelids close, take a deep breath in. I want you to think of the funniest thing you've ever heard. And the more you think about that funny thing, the more and more you start feeling happy and good. And as you focus on that deep breath in, just think about the funniest thing you've ever thought of. And as you think about that, you're just letting that smile creep across your face. And as it gets bigger and bigger, you start to feel happier and happier. In fact, it starts to make you giggle. In fact, you start finding that right here, your shoulder becomes the most ticklish thing that's ever felt in your body. And the more ticklish it becomes, the better and happier you feel. In 3, 2, 1, just letting your fingers and body relax. Just like that. So it's that fun moment of your mind.
Am I rich?
Oh, if I could hypnotize you to do that, Vegas would never let me there.
I do. In the commercial break, we started it, and I definitely felt myself.
I saw
like
you do that.
Falling forward.
Yeah, you went there.
A little bit.
Yep.
So that's how that works. I mean, that was.
It really is just that moment where you allow your mind to take an idea and enjoy that idea and take it to another level.
Yeah.
Where did you learn these skills?
So when I started, I had to learn it clinically because that was really the only place to learn. Actually, there was a place called the Michigan Holistic Health Center way back in the day, and it was set up for social workers. So I learned how to do it therapeutically, all the while knowing that I was going to use it on stage, but I also knew if I'm going to have you volunteer on stage, I don't have time to really talk with you before. I don't have time to meet with you.
Right.
So I want to make sure that I can keep you safe, that I can keep you happy, that I can always keep you in a spot where it's going to be an enjoyable experience.
Do you feel if you had more time, I would be
Oh,
suggestible?
perfectly. Yeah, you should join us at the Comedy Castle tomorrow.
So this leaves us with one last thing to cover. A tutorial on how to hypnotize someone. So without further ado, let's go over this. But please keep in mind that I may not be a real hypnotist, but I play one on TV.
Hey, what the hell is wrong with you, Rick? Have you gone completely out of your mind? You have done a lot of irresponsible things before, but this takes the cake.
Morty, why are you always such a buzzkill? You know what? I really don't want to know. But seriously, Morty, what is your problem? Peanut is here to supervise. What could possibly go wrong?
Oh, I don't know, Rick. How about teaching a bunch of crazy people in a place called the Nut House how to randomly hypnotize each other? How about that for starters?
Oh, stop being such a big baby, Morty. I am sure everything will be fine. The worst thing that can happen is it will trigger Somium's repressed memory that are part of the Black Awakening. But hey, sometimes you have to break a few eggs to make an omelet. Right, Morty?
No, Morty, I don't even like omelets. And another thing, Rick, why do you place so much trust in a talking nut? I don't know about you, but that guy Peanut doesn't exactly inspire confidence. But what do I know? I'm just the voice of reason. That's all.
Oh, great. I think one of Peanut's guests are starting to cluck like a chicken.
You see this, Rick? Do you see this? This is why we can't have nice things.
Okay, so here's going to be some rough directions for how to hypnotize someone. You can probably watch videos on YouTube too. I got this from like WikiHow basically, and from other stuff I was watching and learn about it. So I kind of mixed it all together. But so these are just really rough directions. And keep in mind, it's probably going to be different like online, virtually versus being physically right next to someone you're trying to hypnotize. But in any event, this is what I came up with. So I don't know how perfect this is going to be, but here you go. So step 1, this is just, and step 1 through 5 is really just going to be kind of preparing for it. So step 1, you need to find someone who is willing to be hypnotized or it won't work. When you greet them, shake their hand to make sure they're relaxed. You can kind of feel that in someone's grip if they're relaxed or not. I suppose on the internet, you need to like kind of observe someone to realize if they're being relaxed or not. look at their mannerisms and see if they're stiff and whatnot, because you want the person to be relaxed. 2, pick a nice, quiet, and comfortable space to work with, free from distraction. So I don't know how well we're going to find that on the nut house, but we're going to try. Number 3, let them know what you expect from hypnosis. That way they kind of get a feel for what's going to happen and makes them feel more comfortable. Tell them things like this: you are not going to be asleep or unconscious ever. You're not going to be under a spell or someone else's control. You will not do anything that you wouldn't normally do. Stuff like that to help people feel more comfortable with the process. Okay. And then the next thing, number 4, ask what their goals are for being hypnotized. Like, what are you going to get out of this? What are you trying to do? Like, for example, hypnosis can help people with anxiety or help them increase their focus or stay more relaxed, among other things. So there's multiple reasons why someone might want to do it, including avoiding anesthesia if they're going to go for surgery. I've seen that happen in a modern context. I'm not a doctor. I'm not saying that any of this is medical advice. I'm just making conversation. Okay, it's just entertainment. Number 5, ask them if they have ever been hypnotized before and what it was like. Ask them about what they were told to do and how they responded. People who have been hypnotized before tend to be easier to hypnotize. Okay, now for the actual hypnotism process. Introducing a trance state. Step 1, speak in a low, slow, soothing voice. Take your time when talking, keeping your voice calm and collected. Draw out your sentences a little longer than usual. Imagine you're trying to calm down a frightened or worrying person, letting your voice be an example. Keep this tone of voice throughout the entire interaction. Some good words to start with might include, "Let my words wash over you, and take the suggestions as you desire them. Everything here is safe, calm, and peaceful. Let yourself sink into the couch as you relax deeply. Your eyes may feel heavy and want to close. Let your body sink naturally down as your muscles relax. Listen to your body and my voice as you begin to feel calm. You are in complete control of this time. You will only accept those suggestions which are for your benefit and that you are willing to accept." Okay, that's going to be step 1. Step 2, ask them to focus on regular deep breaths. Try and get them to take organized deep breaths in and out. Help them develop regular breathing by lining it up with yours. You should be specific. Breathe in deeply now, filling your chest and lungs, as your breath in as well, followed by an exhalation and the words, "Slowly let the air out of your chest, completely emptying your lungs." Focused breathing gets oxygen to the brain and gives a person something to think about other than hypnosis, stress, or their environment. Okay, that was step 2. Step 3, have them focus their gaze on a fixed point. It can be your forehead, if you're right in front of them, or a dimly lit object in the room. But tell them to choose an object, any object, and rest their eyes on it. This is where the stereotype of the dangling watch comes from, as this small object is actually not a terrible thing for someone to look at. If they feel relaxed, though, to close their eyes, let them. Pay attention to their eyes from time to time. If they seem like they are darting around, give them some guidance. I want you to pay attention to that poster on the wall, or try and focus on the space right between my eyebrows. Tell them to let their eyes and eyelids relax, growing heavy. You want them to focus on you. You need to stay relatively still. Okay, that was Number 3. Number 4. Get them to relax their body part by part. Once you have them relatively calm, breathing regularly, and in tune with your voice, ask them to relax their toes and feet. Have them focus on just letting go of these muscles. Then move up to the calves. Ask them to relax their lower leg, then their upper leg, and so on, up the face muscles. From there, you can circle back around to their neck, shoulders, arms, and fingers. Take your time and keep your voice slow and calm. If they seem twitchy or tense, slow down and redo the same process in reverse. Relax your feet and ankles. Feel the muscles lighten and loosen in your feet as if they require no effort at all to maintain. Okay, that's number 4. Number 5, step number 5 in the trance. Encourage them to feel more relaxed. Direct the attention with suggestions. Let them know they are feeling calm and relaxed. While you have a lot of things to say, the goal is to encourage them to sink even deeper into themselves, focusing on relaxation with each inhalation and exhalation. You can feel your eyelids getting heavy. Let them drift and fall. You are letting yourself slip deeper and deeper into a calm and peaceful trance. You can feel yourself relaxing now. You can feel a heavy, relaxed feeling coming over you. And as I continue to talk, that heavy, relaxed feeling will get stronger and stronger until it carries you into a deep, peaceful state of relaxation. Okay, that was number 5. Now on to number 6. Use your partner's breathing and body language as a guide to their mental state. Repeat the suggestions a few times, much as you might repeat the verses and choruses of a song, until your partner appears to be totally relaxed. Look for signs of tension in their eyes. Are they darting? Their fingers and toes, are they tapping or wiggling? And their breathing, is it shallow and irregular? Or keep working on your relaxation techniques until they seem calm and relaxed. Every word I utter is putting you faster and deeper and faster and deeper into a calm, peaceful state of relaxation, sinking down and shutting down, sinking down and shutting down, sinking down and shutting down completely. And the deeper you go, the deeper you are able to go. And the deeper you go, the deeper you want to go. And the more enjoyable the experience becomes. Okay, that's step number 6. On to step number 7. Okay, so walk down the hypnotic staircase. This technique is shared by hypnotherapists and self-hypnotists alike to bring about a state of deep trance. Ask your subject to imagine themselves at the top of a long staircase in a warm, quiet room. As they step down, they feel themselves sinking deeper into relaxation. Each step brings them deeper into their own mind. As they walk, let them know there are 10 steps and guide them down each one. Take the first step down and feel yourself sinking deeper into relaxation. Each step is a step further into your subconscious. You step down the second step and feel yourself getting calmer and calmer. When you reach the third step, your body feels as if it's floating blissfully away, etc. It can help to envision a door at the bottom as well, leading them to a state of pure relaxation. And hey, you made it, Tommy. What's up? How you doing?
Hey, I'm doing great. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I can't wait to get started. Perfect timing.
Oh, the hypnotist is here. Sorry.
Oh yeah, let me introduce you. Everyone.
Can I be
So,
a chicken?
How do you know you're not one already?
You're going back to the corner. Snooks, you're going back to the corner.
No,
Snooks.
I'm not. I'm not. Peanut's introducing us.
Right, exactly. So, Tommy, to your right, that's Snooks. Snooks, that's Tommy, the hypnotist.
Hi, Tommy.
Hey.
The Hockey Town hypnotist. I got a chance to read a little bit of your bio. Right. Looks like you created an institute or something, Tommy. Is that right?
Say that again. It was kind of wonky and like cutting out.
You're instrumental in creating an institute too. I think the Tom Silver Institute. Is that right?
Yeah, the Tom Silver Foundation. Yeah. Yep.
So, can you give me a little information about that, or anything else you want to share with us before we get started?
Sure. Well, for those who don't know, Tom Silver was a world famous hypnotist. He was the one who used to travel all over to all the different ends of the earth, teaching hypnosis to doctors, neurologists, psychiatrists, all of the people who, make up those decisions about what to do with our lives, right? And he'd been doing it for like 40 some odd years. He and I became very, very good friends not too long ago, and then he passed away of cancer. But before he passed away, he and I talked about his different methodologies, his different theories, and how he took a subject that's so mystical seeming and so, for lack of a better term, woo-woo about it all. And he took it and made it scientific. He utilized things like an EEG when he was using hypnosis, and he would show people brainwave activity shifting at different points in the process. And it was just very cool to see. And so he and I became friends, and I got to know his wife and his stepdaughter, and another one of our friends, our mutual friends, whose name is Israel Mandrake. He's a mentalist. But we all, talked about doing some cool things together, and didn't get to do everything we wanted to. But when he passed, his wife and stepdaughter reached out and said, we want to form this nonprofit where we can do a lot of the good work that Tom was still, had been doing up until he couldn't anymore from his cancer. And so we're basically doing a lot of the research, the scientific approach to hypnosis. We're doing a lot of the trainings that go on around the world, talking about going back to China, not too distant future. And then we're also doing a lot of hypnotherapy services for those who are desperately in need and don't otherwise have a means for it at no cost to them. So a lot of veterans.
That's cool.
Yeah, we're working with veterans. I'll be flying out to Las Vegas in a couple months in November, right around Veterans Day, actually. I'll be in Las Vegas working with a group of veterans, helping them with pain relief, helping them with PTSD, addictions, whatever else I can do for them while I'm there. And yeah, that's the Tom Silver Foundation in a nutshell. I'm the hypnotherapy program director, so I'm the one who trains all the hypnotists for the group. I'm the one who oversees all of our hypnotists on staff and makes sure that we are going where we need to be and we're doing things the right way. And it's only been around for a short time, because he only passed away in May. But we've been doing some cool things, and I'm just honored to be a part of it.
Yeah, it's amazing. What's funny about it is that there's so much to talk about. I wish I had more time, but I know your time is valuable. But one of the things I want to talk about with you real quick before you get started, Tommy, is it okay if I call you Tommy?
Yeah, I prefer it.
Okay. All right, cool. Is how it's kind of like linked to other. Oh, Dave's here too. Cool. And it's kind of linked to other things, right? Like it's in a sense because it's sort of like derived from mesmerism, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that goes back all the way. Someone would say to ancient Egypt, right? Where
Sleep
although
temples and those things, yeah.
Yeah, where it's all related to like sleep, even though you're not really sleeping per se, though, right?
Correct.
Right, but it's kind of similar to a sleep or a sense of sleep. They call it different things, but I don't want to bog you down with too much of that. But So I guess what I'm trying to say is that like this to me, I get what you're saying, where you're like uh, adding science into this because there's still people who have this connotation about it that they think that like, oh, it's not real, or it brings with it like baggage. I guess am I saying that in the right way? How would you address
Oh
that?
yeah. Oh yeah. That is the big conundrum that Tom was facing, and that I've been pushing back on a lot. And before I even say anything, I want to express that I know that alternative therapies, because hypnosis is technically one, I know other alternative therapies have been shown to be effective and to help. So I'm not discounting their effectiveness. What happens though is we're inserting a lot of these alternative therapies without doing the legwork of actual studies, without doing the legwork of showing, you know, this as compared to this. It's not just placebo we need to test for, but it's all these other variables that happen, right? And so what hypnotists often do is lump what they do, and I'm not poo-pooing it, I'm not saying not to do this, but they often lump in all of the different therapies, Reiki and crystals and sound bowl healing and all these things that have results, but they're lumping it all into one thing, and without doing the right form of studies to show the scientific community this is legitimate. What happens is, instead of, because I don't know what scientific studies exist in those realms, but I know which ones are out there. I've done a lot of research on hypnosis over my last 20 years of doing it. I know what's out there in the realm of hypnosis. And so hypnosis being the provable one that I've seen, when we lump it in with ones that aren't as proven, it tends to bring that down a little bit more in the grand scheme of things. Does that make sense? It's
Yeah,
like
completely. It's like so much
yeah,
to go over in a really short amount of time. It's like, what's
yeah,
brain surgery? And so you know what I mean? So it's kind of like hard to like I'm just trying to like skim the surface a little bit. And then
100%.
yeah, you know what I'm saying, Tommy. So like and then the other thing is how can people reach you if they want more information or if they want to use your services, etc.? How do they get a hold of you?
Well, you can go to hockeytownhypnotist.com. Or I have another website too. I don't use it as often because I don't edit it as often, just because it's not as user friendly of a platform, I guess. But likeahypnotist.com is what you'll see me as well. So it's kind of those two. That's my brand, is Like a Hypnotist. I started writing books a while ago where I was going to have, okay, this is the book, how to do this like a hypnotist, how to do this like a hypnotist, like just improving lives and whatever, like your way of thinking, if that makes any sense. But hockeytownhypnotist.com is going to be the easiest way to reach me, because that goes right to my phone.
And let me know later if there's something you want me to put up on, like attach a link or something to the video. I'll hook you up later and try to help out any way I can. And
yeah, and the other way I would say is, if you want to learn more about our mission as the Tom Silver Foundation and how to get involved with that, TomSilverFoundation.org. That's it.
Fair enough. And then real quick, I want to get to this too. You're from Detroit, right?
Yeah, I'm just outside Detroit. I'm in a city called Warren.
Warren. Oh, we talked about that briefly. We joked about like Detroit. And then Dave is from Detroit. Dave's not here, man. He's right below you. Dave, you want to say anything, Tommy, about Detroit
Hey,
or anything
what's
you
up,
want to say?
Tommy? How you doing, bro?
How you doing, Dave?
Detroit, Michigan.
Yeah, man. Where are you at now?
I'm out by Livonia.
Oh, all right. Nice.
Yeah, not too far from me.
Yeah,
Nice to meet you, bro.
40-minute drive. Yeah, back at you.
All right.
Right on. See, sorry, Dave. I want to make sure I got you in there because I know and Steve is from Detroit too. He lives in Hawaii now, but hopefully he'll come in so he can say hello to you too. But anyway, and so real quick, I want to make sure I introduce everybody. And then let's then Mark, which is cased over. We call him Shaggy. He has said he's willing to have you to hypnotize him. So he's ready and willing for that. Thank goodness.
I think Pat will too, Peanut.
Oh, Pat will too. Okay,
She
so
mentioned
Pat
it in the
Evans.
chat.
Oh, right. Okay, cool. So let's go through everybody. All right. So to your right, that's Snooks. Snooks, that's Tommy.
Hi, Tommy.
Hi, Snooks.
All right. And then over here, we've got Mr. Mark. This is also Shaggy. Shaggy. It's Tommy. Tommy, Shaggy.
Good to meet you, Mark.
He'll probably talk later. He's got the mute on.
That's
and
fine.
then Conspiracy Queen. That's Tommy. Tommy, that's Conspiracy Queen.
Good to meet you, Conspiracy Queen.
Did you say you'd be hypnotized, CQ? I'm sorry.
CQ, you are
Yeah,
okay.
she
So
said
she's
it
gonna be.
too.
All right. So that's another candidate, right?
That's
on.
three. That's three.
So we're gonna end up with a lot of chickens here, Tommy. So and then
yeah, that's not nice.
I'm just kidding, you guys. I know. Get ready. All right, and then so I'm having fun with you. But you know what's funny? I made a video. I don't know if how much you caught of it, but like at the beginning. So I was trying to go over the whole thing. Went over the history of it, how it's kind of like has like almost like a mystical quality. It gets tied to trance and all that in my mind because it's like it's take me too long to just describe. But at the same time, I didn't want to make it sound like it's like a circus act or something, you know what I mean? And then it has a medical quality, and it's just a lot to put in one thing. And I'm trying to be entertaining at the same time. And then Lewis,
I caught the tail end of it.
All right, right on. Lewis, that is Tommy. Tommy, that's Lewis.
Good to meet you, Lewis.
Lewis is the ambassador to Uranus. That's what we joke around here. And then Pat, that's Tommy. Tommy, that's Pat.
Good to meet you.
Hi, Tommy.
And Pat, you're going to be are you going to be one of the people that volunteer to be hypnotized?
I am very, very interested in this.
God, I'm so stoked. This whole thing is, and Tommy, so you know, I was talking to
awesome.
Steve about this.
You're awesome.
I know it is. It's so it's like a boyhood dream of mine. I've always like wanted to. I was like, hypnotism. That sounds way badass. So and one day I was like, you know what? Screw it. Let's do a stream on this. So it was like. It's just like one thing for the bucket list. So I'm super stoked that you're here. And then Ken, Red Pill Ken, that is Tommy. Tommy, that's Red Pill Ken.
Good to meet you, Ken.
Good to see you, Tommy.
All right, so let's go.
Ken, let me just, if you want to do this and get hypnotized, that's up to you. I can handle things if you want to do it. I mean, that's totally up to you.
Maybe not. I was just going to say that as like a last resort in case nobody else wanted to. But I don't know. I'm down for either way. I know exactly, Dave.
Whatever you want to do, honey. Yeah, you'll be a rooster. You'd be a hen. Okay.
All right.
Saying.
Maybe you guys shock me. Right?
Yeah. Whatever you want to do, I can handle things.
All right. So let's start out with Mr. Stover there. Okay. All right, Shaggy, you ready to be hypnotized?
Sure.
Hypnotized.
Are we going one by one? Is that what you want to do?
Oh, can we do them all at once?
Yeah.
Yeah. My request is to have cameras on though. I want to see you.
All right. Cameras on. Pat, Conspiracy Queen, and Shaggy, and Red Pill. Anyone who wants.
I'm in the black. Yeah. I'm outside.
I'm happy to do it with you anyway. The one thing is I do a lot with visual cues. So I utilize those to ensure people are. So let me kind of break it down for you. I know you did that whole video of the history of hypnosis and a little bit of how it works and all of that. I would simplify it just simply by saying this. Hypnosis is a natural state of mind. It is a state where the brainwave activity reduces, the brainwave frequencies reduce. So if we think about brainwaves now, we nerd out for a quick second. We think about brainwaves now, what we would be considered in most of us anyway. I don't know, I can't see your faces, so I couldn't say for sure. You're not hooked up to an EEG, but I would imagine we're all pretty close to the default brainwave state of beta. And beta is where we're having a conversation. We're thinking logically. We're noticing things and paying attention to what's around us. We're seeing our peripheral. All of that's happening, and it's all being processed. The second you close your eyes, you go down into alpha. So you reduce by a significant amount, going right into mid-alpha. So if we're thinking beta, we're looking at 14 to 30 hertz, that range of electrical activity in the brain. Alpha, at that point, you're dropped down to 10 right there as soon as you close your eyes.
So,
And
what
so
is it if I'm on ecstasy? What is it?
if you're on ecstasy, I would not know. I don't know that I would touch that one, man.
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Just kidding.
But I will say this, you know, any feeling you've ever experienced, you can bring back with hypnosis, just about. So that's a fun fact. But with the brainwave frequencies, anyway, going right back to it, if you think about hypnosis, it's that low alpha frequency. So you're looking at like 7-ish hertz down into theta, which is, you know, more like 6, 5, 4 range hertz. I know that's super technical, but it's important to understand that because that is peak receptivity to influence. And that is essentially the brainwave frequency that I get you into. And I utilize different techniques. Some people will call them inductions, but I utilize different techniques to get you into that brainwave frequency because it requires a sense of focused concentration and relaxation that brings you into that point. And so that's why I like to see people on the screen or in person when I do it. And it's also, you know, you can experience it yourself if you want to and have the camera off and it's just for you then, and you can just verify yay or nay, you felt this, you felt that. But I also can't tell if you're doing exactly what I'm saying to do either then.
I can see.
So,
Yeah,
know
you
what
got
I
to
mean?
read
Does that
them.
make sense?
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, you have to have those visual cues at least. So, all right. So, all right, who's going to go on camera? Conspiracy Queen, Pat. I'm not forcing anybody, but if you're going to, that'll certainly help. And then, Ken, looks like you're ready to go on camera, right?
Oh no hypnotism for me.
No hypnotism for you. All right. Okay, who's going to go on camera and be hypnotized then? Pat?
Come on,
Can I
Dave.
ask
I've
the
seen you on
question?
camera. Dave, I've seen you on camera. Do
Yeah,
it.
Dave.
I
Come
hear
on, Dave.
crickets. I can't.
Yeah, I'm in my room, but the light's off.
If you hypnotize me, I may end up naked, and you're gonna get shut down. You never know what's gonna happen.
We can always have our hopes, but you won't get. He won't let you get naked.
Not if
I
you're
would.
following my directions, you won't.
I was earlier when I heard him nut talking, and like, oh, I'm rubbing your calves. My eyes were so tight. I'm like, oh.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's the
He's
stuff.
not going to let you get naked, you know. But I'm just saying, if you want to do it, go for it. We've all seen your face.
I thought I saw 3 people say they were going to do it. What happened?
Well, if they show their
I'm
faces,
in.
it's better.
Who's in?
Me.
Mark's in. You can't see his face, so he's in the
But
dark.
you can't see your face, Mark.
All right. Can
Okay.
you go in the light? Go to a lighter place, Mark, so we can see your face.
Go into the light.
Put a candle on or something.
In a minute.
Let me ask you this. While we're
Toward
figuring
the
that part
light.
out, one of the things that I specialize in is pain relief and pain management. Any of you guys dealing with any sort of pain?
Yeah, Ken is.
Every day, every day.
I'm hearing laughter.
Who is laughing hysterically? Oh my god.
Oh, Mark. I forget. Mark just got in a lot of pain too, actually.
Okay.
Okay, y'all want to participate, you know, show your faces if you want to, but that's up to you.
All right.
Ben, all right.
If nobody else is going to show their face.
I love it. I knew you'd do
All
it.
right, there you are.
All right. Got do it, Ken.
All right, so you so here's a thought for you, and we can do a number of different things here. I'm seeing some feet. What's up?
Oh, Pat's
feet?
there too.
Hey, Pat.
Hey.
So
Or
with,
hey, Pat's feet. Sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, might be.
with hypnosis, it doesn't always have to be a formal induction, formal technique where somebody closes their eyes and they're dropped down like this and that sort of thing. Oftentimes what I find is I can guide someone into the recesses of their mind simply by talking them and guiding them through some different imagination exercises and simply wording things in a way that gets them to explore a little bit differently. And that in itself is also a level of hypnosis. Some people will call it conversational hypnosis. Some people would call it Ericksonian hypnosis. But if anyone here is dealing with pain at the moment and would like me to help them with it, I would be happy to explore it with you. It takes about 15 minutes, but if you would rather just make it a fun thing and let's just go into hypnosis, I can always connect with you at another time for the pain stuff if you want. So I just
I
want to put
live
it
in
out there.
pain. I live in pain 24/7.
What kind of pain? Tell me about it.
Well, it's from a blocked surgery. So I got a
Mm.
bad left foot. And now, because of all the years of walking, it's messed up my right hip.
Yeah,
So
overcompensating.
basically, I'm in a wheelchair.
Ouch.
Interesting. What if you had to give a number, like if we were talking scale of 1 to 10, 1 being it's not the big deal, 10 being your screaming pain, what would you say it's at right now?
I'd say between an 8 and a 9.
Ooh, it's up there. Okay.
Yeah.
You want to explore this real quick?
Sure.
I'd love to help how I can. All right. So I know when I'm exploring things, I do like to close my eyes, and maybe you do too, and that's up to you. But I know for me, that helps me to concentrate and block out the rest. If you think about closing your eyes and we get into that alpha state, oftentimes what happens is in the brain, the way it works is we're actually we're using the glucose differently. So if you've ever noticed yourself when you are getting a back rub or a massage or something like that, when you close your eyes, it feels better, right? It's
Yeah.
that sort of, it allows you to redirect where your focus is and allows you to bring it inward. It's the same reason why if we're driving down the road and we're going somewhere new, we turn the radio down. It's not that it makes us see better, but it helps us as a unit, our brain, to process the information more clearly. Does that track for you?
Yeah, I get it.
So if you want to now, again, it's up to you if you want to close your eyes, but I'm closing my eyes, and so if you're thinking about that sensation, we're no longer going to call it pain. We're going to remove that name into sensation, and we're just going to think of it as that now, because when we remove the name of something, we actually start to reduce the power just in that moment there now. And so if you explore that with me, what if you had to give it, can you locate the center of that sensation within you?
Yeah, it's on my back.
Okay.
A little lower than my hip.
Okay.
Basically where the leg bone hits the pelvis area in that joint.
Yeah. It's interesting to think about the different regions and the different connectors within us. So if we think about the joints themselves and all of the muscular system, the bones and everything. Now, if you're thinking about that location, the pinpointing it, if we had to give a color to it, what color would you say that would be for you, this sensation that you're feeling?
An orangey red.
Orangey red. If I was to describe it as like an ember, like a burning ember, would that be an
Yes.
accurate description?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Like a red hot red then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And if we were to give it some kind of a shape, what kind of shape do you think it would take? Could be anything.
Just like a jabbing pain in that area.
Like a jabbing. When you think of jabbing, what is there an object that comes to mind, a shape, a form of something?
It's more than pins and needles. It's more like a knife, just an object sticking into that area, aggravating it.
Okay, like you can visualize maybe it's a knife going right into that center of the hot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And what do you think would happen to the center of that hot center, that sensation? What do you think would happen if we took that knife out of it?
I think it would relieve a lot of the pain.
How would it change in any other way? If you imagine yourself now, just picture yourself pulling a knife out of it. Does anything happen to the color?
Makes me feel more yellow.
More yellow. It lessens it up a little bit. Good.
Yeah.
I wonder if we were actually to think about that yellow now and even take it a step further, if we're thinking about moving through the color spectrum, one of the more powerful things we can do is even take control of that color and imagine that we change it to maybe a green. I wonder what a green feels like. Can you get to a green?
I can't see it going green.
Okay. That's fine. That's totally fine. It's exploring, just getting there. I wonder what we could do to that yellow. It's yellow now, you said?
Yeah.
I wonder what we could do to that yellow.
But I'm not standing up. I'm laying on my bed.
Sure. Yeah. And if we were to put just mix a color with it, we could mix in a little bit of blue. Just imagine taking maybe some blue paint. Maybe it's like putting a filter over it even. And maybe it's not even turning green at all. Maybe it's just lightening the yellow, softening it. What do you think?
Yeah, I could see that.
Softening the yellow a little bit down, dulling it maybe a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder, what number would you give it right now? Where'd it go? What happened to it?
7.
7. So it's made a little bit of progress. That's good. I wonder what half of that would feel like. If you think about it, are you familiar? You can imagine what half of that 7 would feel like, I imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder if you think about that feeling now. Just explore it a little bit there. I wonder what half of that feels like now. And just let me know as it moves, as it might change. It might just become something different. I'm thinking about half, and if we think about it that way, I wonder where it's at. In that short time, where's it gone to?
Well, it's making me feel more sleepy.
Making you more sleepy.
Yeah.
Any change in the sensation?
A little bit.
A little bit.
A little bit.
Okay. You know what's interesting as we think about the going down to half idea? It's interesting once if you think about rolling a snowball and how just a little momentum going down a hill can begin to pick up and change, and a little change begets a much larger change, and that much larger change creates a chain reaction, and we can just notice as it grows and it morphs and it changes, as it picks up speed and it becomes something different than it was at the start, and we can just flow with it. And if you think about where it was and where it is now, and allow that change to just simply be, and knowing we've already reduced it in some capacity, and imagining that lightening continuing, that yellow even going in half from what it was. What number would you say you're at now?
Still a 7.
Still at a 7. It's a stubborn 7, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. I'd like to give you an exercise to try real quick, if you don't mind.
Okay.
When you feel this sensation as it is now, I want you to hold your thumb to your forefinger, like the flat to the flat. So it's got your 3 other fingers up, okay? And I want you to think about this as simply existing in that space now, where it is, and just think about where you want it to go and what you can do in your mind to have it go there. And you can just imagine all of that there. And the more you focus on the change, the more you allow yourself to feel the change. And in your mind now, you can let yourself think, I can experience the change that I allow myself to feel here. And so what I want you to do is think about that shifting and changing of that sensation. And when you notice it lessening, it could be 1%, it could be 0.5%, it could be 50%. When you notice a lessening of that feeling, that sensation, I want you then to move to the next finger. Let that next finger go to the thumb. And then you'll notice it again and move to the next finger. And then you'll notice it even more and move to that last finger. Does that all track for you?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So let's start that now. And you can just start with that very first finger and just think about the sensation lessening and what that would feel like, what it does feel like, and allow yourself to experience that in this here and now. And when you notice that shift, that change, that lessening, move to the next finger and just let me know that it's there.
Okay, it feels like the pain is going down my leg.
Almost as if it's draining down you?
Yeah.
Good. Good. So moving to that next finger, feeling it even shifting more, even moving out of you as though it's vacating. And as you notice it shifting out, lessening, moving, changing, move to the next finger when you feel that and let me know.
It's still the same.
It's still the same. What number would you give it?
Still sitting at a 7.
Sitting at a 7, but it moved.
Yeah.
Okay. It didn't grow, it just moved.
Yeah, it just shifted down my leg, but it's still there. Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
I'm not taking any prescription anymore. I got off all my medicine.
Yeah.
And this has been going on for years.
I wonder if you can think about this differently even. And maybe thinking about maybe not as much it reducing within you, but as though your leg functions to send it downward and out. You know, we often detox through our feet. I don't know if you're aware of that, but we can detox through our feet. And I wonder if you can imagine as though it's being pulled down and out of your feet. Can you imagine that flowing down and out?
I don't feel it going any further than my knee. I mean, I feel like it's lowered, but not past my knee.
The other thing that comes to mind there in this moment here is sometimes when something's flowing and there's a block in the way, we can imagine finding some way around that block. Does anything come to mind for you with finding a pass through?
No.
No. Well, it's okay. Do you want to keep exploring this, or do you want to sit with this and see if you can shift it on your own? How would you like to proceed?
You can move on, and I'll just keep working the pressures with my fingers.
Yeah, just use the imagination. The imagination is really key in all of this. Just thinking about and
I
visualizing.
definitely got a wild imagination.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So get creative with it. Don't be afraid to get weird with it. I know when I fell down my basement stairs, I had another hypnotist friend of mine helping me out with the pain, and he had me visualize it, and I visualized it as a plate of spaghetti. So it's just I'm still a weird Italian guy, but I was picturing
That's
myself.
strange because I fell down a flight of stairs when I was very young.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Huh.
Well,
but I've always had bad experiences with doctors. That's why I avoid them now. I don't trust them.
Mm-hmm.
We'll come back, Pat.
Yeah.
So, Tommy, you want to try Conspiracy Queen now? She's on the camera, but like you can see her, but like
Sure.
she's very shady. Okay. All right.
Sure. Hi, Conspiracy Queen. How are you?
Not too bad. How about yourself?
Oh, every day is a good day.
Amen.
All right. So, are you just open to the experience of hypnosis, and you're just wanting to see what it is for yourself and experience it, or is there something specific you're looking to do or get out of it?
Just a participant.
Just a participant. All right. Well, are your hands free by chance, or can they be?
Yes.
Awesome. There they are.
Can I just
So
say something? You're breaking up, CQ.
Is it?
I don't know if that's an issue or not, but
the video is on, so I don't
Okay.
know that the audio is that important unless
all right.
Unless the whole thing cuts out completely.
We good?
That's clear. There you go. So this one, I would suggest anyone else who wants to experience hypnosis in a very quick way. I would highly recommend joining in on this now, because this is a technique that I use to hypnotize entire audiences. So when I do shows or I do huge group sessions, oftentimes I do it this way. And it's a technique actually created by my good friend and mentor, Tom Silver. It's called revolving hands. If you were to ask anybody in the organization what revolving hands is, they're going to go, oh, I know that one, because this is my favorite one. So it's going to work like this. And don't do this yet. I'm going to demonstrate it for you first so that you see it. So that it's perfectly clear to you. But in a moment, I'm going to say the word ready. When I say that word ready, I want you to bring your hands out in front of your face just like this, so that they're, about that far away. So don't do it yet. But when I say that word, you'll bring your hands up simply just like this. And when I say begin, you'll just begin revolving your hands toward your face, looking at your hands, not at me. And so you'll be revolving your hands toward your face, noticing your hands as they move. And if I say the word reverse, you'll simply reverse the movement. Make sense?
Yep.
If I say faster, it just means move your hands faster. I'm sure that makes sense too, right?
Yep.
Pretty easy so far. And then if I say eyes, you'll close your eyes. If I say hands, you'll look at your hands. And when I say sleep, you just let your eyes close, drop down into yourself. Simply let yourself fall back into whatever seat you're in, comfortably relaxing. Let your arms drop down, and you'll simply allow yourself to go into a state of relaxed, comfortable receptivity that we call hypnosis. So I'll explain it one more time. When I say the word ready, you'll bring your hands up like this. When I say begin, you'll begin revolving your hands in front of your face, looking at your hands, focusing on your hands. When I say reverse, you'll reverse the movement. When I say faster, you'll move them faster. When I say eyes, you'll close your eyes. Hands, you'll look at your hands. And sleep, you'll drop down. Now, I don't normally use the word sleep in situations like this, but I feel like since we're on a show here, we'll do it that way. But does all that make sense to you so far?
Yep.
Perfect. All right. I'm going to do it with you.
Okay.
All right. Ready? Begin. And as you notice your hands, you could slow them down just a little bit there. And you can notice your hands moving toward your face. Just notice the reverse. And then as you focus on your hands, really becoming more and more focused and engulfed in the reverse. And eyes, hands, eyes, hands, reverse, reverse, faster, reverse, faster, reverse, eyes, hands, eyes, reverse, faster, reverse, hands, eyes, faster, sleep. Go all the way down. Just let yourself drop all the way. Every muscle, bone, fiber in your body, from the tip of your head all the way down to the tips of your toes, relaxing all the way down as though every single one is just melting into your seat. And as I count from 5 down to 1, I'm going to say the word receptive at the count of 1. And I want you to think to yourself in between each number, think to yourself, more and more receptive, more and more relaxed, more and more receptive, more and more relaxed. Because as you become more and more receptive and more relaxed, you actually you find yourself into hypnosis even more. And you can tell yourself in your mind right now, I will become more and more receptive and relaxed. He counts down from 5 to 1. And as he counts down from 5 to 1, I will become more receptive and more relaxed. And I will think that to myself now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, receptive. Imagine every muscle from the tip of your head moving down the back of your neck, down your face, your forehead, all those little muscles that are around your ear and your jaw, just loosening, relaxing, and simply opening up. And sometimes your jaw can even open up just a little bit as a relaxation. If you feel that in you now, you can just allow your jaw to open up just a little bit, even just a little bit more, and feel yourself allowing yourself to experience this. Going inward to yourself, knowing that you maintain control this whole time. And you can just allow yourself to feel comfortable wherever you are. And any sounds and sensations around you can simply be the sounds and sensations you experience in everyday life, and they can be comforting in their own way and allow you to even become more receptive into this wonderful, relaxed state we call hypnosis. And when I count to 3 in just a moment here, I'm going to say the word up. When I say the word up after the count of 3, I want you to just let your right hand go straight up in the air. Whether you help it up or whether it is going up on its own, seemingly by magic, it's irrelevant. I just want you to let it happen. At the count of 3, when I say that word, let that hand go straight up into the air, fingers pointing to the ceiling. 1, 2, 3, up, straight up in the air. Instantly, easily, automatically, perfectly. You're doing great. Now, I want you to think to yourself now, when my hand drops down in just a moment, when Tommy counts from 3 down to 0, I will go 10 times more receptive into hypnosis and allow myself to experience everything fully to the best of my ability. And when that hand drops down, you will go 10 times more receptive into hypnosis, feeling this more and more within yourself and going more and more fully into the experience. 3, 2, 1, 0, drop. 3, 2, 1, 0, drop. Straight down. Perfect. You're doing absolutely fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Now, I want you to imagine what it would be like to relax even more. And this time, not just your muscles, not just your bones, your nerves and everything else, but everything in your mind, because we are a single unit. And so just imagine that your mind is relaxing as well. And as your mind relaxes, you can just think to yourself, I'm relaxing and I am receiving and I am open to the experience in front of me here. And just feel that relaxation fill you. And just experience it now. Now, at the count of 3, I want you to think back now to the funniest thing you can recall happening. Just the funniest thing you've ever witnessed. Just thinking about how hilarious it was and how funny, and laughing about it, and think about the laughter that you had in that moment and how funny it was, and just make it be real in your mind again. You can keep your eyes closed and just think about that moment at the count of 3. And I want you to relive and feel that laughter building inside of you as we move up and we count to that number 3. And I say laughter at the count of 3. When I say that word laughter, just feel it building within you and let yourself just release this big energized laugh that you just have building up, thinking about this funniest moment of your life that you can ever remember. 1, 2, 3, laughter, and just feel that building inside more and more, getting funnier and funnier, and more, and just allow it to grow and build and grow and build and become more and more profound. And then I can count from 3 down to 1. And when I count from 3 down to 1, I say sleep. Just let yourself drop straight back down and let yourself go right into that state of hypnosis again. 3, 2, 1, 0, sleep. All the way down. Just let yourself melt into yourself and allow yourself to simply relax back down. Now, I know we're limited on time, and what I want to do now is I actually just want to, number one, thank you for volunteering to participate. We don't always get volunteers as hypnotists. People often are afraid of it, and I'm grateful for you taking part in this now. And so what I want to do is I just want you to think about something that you have been holding on to that you would like to let go of. I want you to think about that now. And in a moment, I'm going to count to 3, and I'm going to say up, and I want that hand to go straight back up again, instantly, easily, automatically going straight back up into the air. Just let it happen at the count of 3. 1, 2, 3, up, straight up in the air. Instantly, easily, automatically. And I want you to think about that thing that you want to let go of and find freedom from and peace from, and feel that peace and freedom within you. You can feel that now. What that is going to feel like when you have that peace and freedom. It's a beautiful feeling to feel that kind of thing. And think about that now. And I want you to imagine that that hand represents what you are looking to drop. I want you to imagine when that hand drops in just a moment, that feeling, that experience, whatever it is that you are looking to be rid of in your mind, I want you to just imagine that all of the power of that is being erased, losing all its power, as though it's just never even been there. It's just something it just is something. It's an undisclosed, just nothing. So I'll count from 3 down to 1, and I'll say the word erase. I want you to imagine that the power it held over you is erased the second that hand drops down. Nod your head if you understand. Perfect. You're doing absolutely fantastic. 3, 2, 1, 0, erase. Let it drop down. Feel that lightness over you. Feel it fill you. Lift you up. And let yourself feel lighter. And just enjoy being in your own skin. And so at the count of 5, I'm going to count from 1 to 5. I'm going to say the word energize. When I say that word energize, you're going to open your eyes. You're going to sit up. You're going to be completely back to your beta state of mind, completely wide awake, aware of everything. You're already awake, but you know what I mean. You'll come right back to the room. Eyes will pop open. You'll feel this sense of energized purpose in life. Energized purpose in life. Feeling absolutely fantastic. From the tip of your head to the tips of your toes, feeling absolutely fantastic and ready to take on whatever it is you need to handle in your life. Nod your head if you understand this to be true. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Energized.
That was awesome. That was good.
Awesome. Right on.
Yeah.
Awesome conspiracy queen. Hey, thanks for doing that too. Was that what it feel like?
Kind of like guided meditation.
Oh, was it similar to that guided meditation?
Yeah. Yeah.
Very interesting.
Guided
I got
meditation is hypnosis.
Oh, it
Yeah.
is. Oh, same thing. Okay.
Yeah.
What now? What is what's this? I see a lot of these. They do this little snap. What's the snap thing for? Like, how is it? Like, how's that work?
It's a little bit of a pattern interrupt if you're familiar with that. So it's you've got the pattern of calm and quiet that's happening, and you've got kind of a little bit of a droning happening sometimes in the voice, and what it does is it adds a little bit of definition to what we're doing, a little bit of a punch, and it also adds a cue of there's a change moment happening here, right? So so those are some components, and oftentimes I'll use it to emphasize something. So I'll say something like, with each snap of my fingers, you just notice yourself loosening another set of muscles in your body, something like that. And I'll just kind of go, as I'm talking through, and you can notice this changing in your muscles and doing that sort of a thing. It's kind of a tag to the experience, if that makes any sense.
Like
to
a
you.
Period or something, like exclamation mark on the end of each
Yeah,
space.
it can fill that space. It's
That kind of makes sense.
Weird as it sounds, it is what you want it to be, because you don't need it. It's not necessary.
Yeah.
But having some of those sounds, some of those jolting, jarring moments, it emphasizes what we're doing. It puts a little bit of a punch to it.
Kind of makes me think, because I don't know for sure, but like you said, like when you're getting someone ready and they're like, oh, you're getting sleep, you're preparing them for what's going to happen next, and that's like one mode, and it kind of like gives your mind to, oh, we're switching to something else now, like a mental cue, so it adapts. What it reminds me of is like a would you say guided meditation or something? Is that what you said, Conspiracy Queen?
Yeah, that's what it felt like. You get a center of something to focus on while you're thinking and while you're listening and following the directions, and it gives your mind a focal point to latch on to, and then you go through the prompts as you're supposed to and do the best that you can to put everything else out of your head while you're doing it.
Oh, okay. Because I don't know if this is the same thing or not, but I remember one time I was listening to this story where it's like, I don't know if it's meditation or something, but it's like, all right, you're in a water, you could feel the water, and you're crossing a river or something, and then bam, something's different when you hit the other side of the river. Do you know what I mean? So it's like that. What do you call that? Like when someone's like trying to make you imagine something.
Power of suggestion, I would guess.
It's visualization.
Visualization, like this has something to do with that. So like what about like in certain cultures, how they use trance, like ding, 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 like the drums or something, and that or a drone or something to like or I think some people, like I was watching one thing on the video where I copied something from the news, and they were talking about how he was using music in the office to help them relax. Is that ever fall into hypnosis as well, or is there like a link between those two things? Are they completely different? Are they similar? What do you think about that?
That's an interesting question. So hypnosis can be brought about by just about anything. Music can do it. Music, some people will say, you'll see on YouTube some of these songs that say, theta waves and delta waves for sleep and all that kind of stuff. And I don't know how accurate those waves are. I know that those are the sleep waves, delta waves are the sleep waves. But as far as music for trance, yeah, it can put you into a trance. I maybe don't understand the question fully.
Okay, so like can sounds, because I was thinking of like watching, because I know there's some similarity between trance and hypnosis, where hypnosis is like a guided form of trance, I guess, right? So at least that's what I read about it. You know more than I would, obviously, but like my thoughts is that because it would make sense what you said about the snap sound, is that with trance in some cultures, like say where they have the drum or it's like a drone sound, that it's a way for the mind to go empty or something. So it's like because it's going to get bored or something. Maybe that's not the right word, but like because before you start, you're probably worried, oh, I got to pay my bills. I got this thing to do. I got to pick up my kids at this and that, or whatever someone's normal day stuff is, right? And then if you're focusing on something that where it doesn't really require thought or something, I mean that's not the best word for it, but like I think it's maybe a way to trick the mind into going blank for something. So is there a similar, in the way I would assume music and drums are used in trance, is there a similarity at all with that and hypnosis?
Absolutely. I mean, so when we talk about trance and meditation and hypnosis, it's all kind of think of it this way. All squares are rectangles. Not all rectangles are squares, right? So if we think of hypnosis and meditation and trance all in that sort of way, they are all dealing with the same brainwave frequencies. And those brainwave frequencies are the heightened receptivity frequencies. So it's where your brain is able to unconsciously, subconsciously absorb information, processes, instructions. And that's why sometimes, it's why like the snap we say snap them out of it, right? It can emphasize a change taking place. So if someone's in that trance, and I don't usually use, so some of the verbiage in hypnosis has shifted over the years, but I digress. I'll talk on that in a second. But with thinking of the trance and the drumming and the even the droning and all of that kind of stuff, it does put you into that trance mindset, right, where it's kind of blocking other things out, it's filling that space with something else, and it's just staying steady, and it's reducing that brainwave activity, and it's allowing for thoughts to just kind of be tuned out. Now if someone were to put into those some sort of embedded suggestions, as we call them, or instructions, and then suddenly emphasize it with a snap, there's a good chance a good number of people listening would respond to the information that was given and have absorbed that in a way that they react to it. That's where if I say, suddenly your seat's really, really hot, and they jump up out of their seat. Does that answer your question?
Yeah, kind of. Like another thing, I was watching a video on some other guy was explaining it, and he did it where like he was like shaking someone, say, "Hey, how's it going? Shake your hands anyway," and then he was like leading them into it. I guess the induction or whatever you call it, right? And then they pulls his hand really quick, like sleep or something, and that's kind of like the snap, I guess. Like it's like the pulling on the arm thing, right?
Yeah, it's a pattern interrupt is what we call it, and so
pattern interrupt.
We're used to certain activities. So like when someone extends their hand, and Milton Erickson was a master at this. Actually, the story goes that Milton Erickson, Dr. Erickson, was doing, he did the handshake technique so effectively and so frequently that by the end of his life, no one would shake his hand.
Wow.
Because he would do it so perfectly. And I want to be that guy. No. But because you go in to shake hands with somebody and it's a natural inclination to reach in and shake their hands, knowing what to expect is going to be that handshake, right? And so that's the pattern in your head. And then when someone does something different with that, if they, grab your hand differently, you reach in and then they grab your hand a different way and they start talking to you in a very unusual way, you're expecting them to just kind of be conversational right here. If they grab your hand and then they suddenly look at you and they're saying, and now you can notice how light your hand is beginning to feel and how it can even feel as though it's not really your hand there. It just happens to be there connected to you. And as you just breathe in deep and you sleep and then they go down, right? And so
interesting. It's like you're leading them there or something, kind of. Yeah.
You're leading them there, but it's throwing them off too. So it's
I
throwing off
got
their
it.
equilibrium a little bit.
Yeah, makes sense. I could see that.
Can I just interject something here?
Absolutely
Yeah.
not. No, I was kidding.
I know you always tell me that, but I'm going to do it anyway. I used to use visualization to fall asleep at night. And I'm very, very visual. If somebody is talking to me, I can almost see what they're doing, I'm very visual. And Peanut knows this. So I used to use visualization to go to sleep, and I could see, project myself to nice places that I like to go, or I had been, and that would help me fall asleep. I don't have to do that anymore, but is that kind of a form of self-hypnosis?
Absolutely, it is.
Okay.
Absolutely, it is.
That's what we were talking about, kind of.
Yeah.
Snooze.
I do that every night.
You're
I don't.
talking about the sounds and things. I'm talking
Oh
about.
yeah, before that we were though. But it's all good.
Oh, maybe I missed it.
Yeah,
no,
no,
it's nothing bad. I'm just making a comment.
Yeah, the visualization, that's big. When I work with athletes, that's one of the number one things that we work on is visualization techniques. Most people, they'll say visualize the goal, right? Imagine the goal. And this is a tip for any of you and anybody listening. But if you think about a goal and you visualize yourself achieving that goal, most people stop with the actual visualization piece of using the eyes, right? Sometimes they might hear applause or whatever else that might be. Sometimes they might even feel, being handed a trophy or something, right? So, but when you're visualizing like a hypnotist does, you're using, it's called the VACOG method. So it's visual, auditory, kinesthetic, olfactory, and gustatory.
What does
so you're using
mean?
Kinesthetic is touch.
Okay.
So you're using, but essentially it just means using the 5 senses: touch, taste, smell, sight, and sound. And then you are also going to, so it's not enough to just see yourself there. You have to see yourself and through your own eyes. You've got to, I talk to hockey players a lot. You've got to feel your hands in the gloves. You've got to feel the stick, the weight of the stick. Notice the weight of it. Notice the smell of the arena, the ice. Notice the chill in the air. No, like all of those things. The taste of your mouth guard. Like all those pieces. Visualize it and then attach an emotion to it. And this is how. I'm not going to get into any politics here, but this is how people are manipulated through social media and mainstream media and all the media sources, is because it creates the visualization, and what they do, it heightens the emotion. And so if your emotions are heightened, you're controlled. That's how it works.
Interesting.
So and so it's a really fun experiment to do. Next time you log on to Facebook, if you use Facebook or any of your other social media, look at the demeanor of those who are posting and those who are commenting, and you will be able to see who is being manipulated the easiest, because the bigger the reactions, the bigger the explosion of emotion, the easier they are to manipulate.
You need to have Tommy back.
I know. God, we got to do part 2 on this.
Would you come back?
Yeah, you want to come back sometime?
And get into the political
Yeah, because we got dude. Years like it was this whole other door, and he's like a comedian. You do other things too, right? I think Tommy, right?
I mean, I do the comedy shows and all that stuff too. That's what got me started. Primarily these days, I'm really in the world of hypnotherapy, and
I can see why.
And you're a comedian too?
Say that again.
You're a comedian too? Is that what you're saying?
A comedy hypnotist. So I do like the funny shows. I get people to, forget their name and then dance on stage and all kinds of stuff like that.
Amazing.
I know. Trippy, huh?
You did really good. You did really good, Peanut. I'm proud of you. And
we had a great guest though, right?
I have learned so
and
much, Tommy.
Yeah, me too. I'm so glad we had you on here. But
I'm so glad you're going to come back again.
I know, real quick though, because I got to have you back now. But like, the other thing I want to ask is like, real quick, because I know we're done, but like, does the television and through the news and all that, is that a form of hypnotism? Is it ever used that? Is the internet ever use hypnotism? Does YouTube ever use hypnotism?
They don't. I'm not going to say they don't mean to. They don't call it that. So let me put it this way. have you ever been watching a movie or a TV show and you felt yourself caught up in the emotions that were portrayed on the screen?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like, I was watching John Wick and his wife died. I was like, oh.
If you're
All
crying,
the time.
if you're laughing, yeah.
Yeah.
You ever been so engulfed in the scene itself that it's as though you are in it and nothing else exists?
Yes.
You ever notice that if there's a screen on in the room, your eyes are pulled to that screen more frequently than to the person in front of you?
Yep, pizza. I'm watching some game on something I don't even like, soccer or something, and I can't keep my eyes off of it. You know, I should be eating the pizza, talking, to my girlfriend wherever at the time, but I'm still stuck there watching, the soccer game, like something I'm not even into, or it's a video game, like Spy Hunter video game or something, some old video game. Like, why am I?
This does more hypnosis than any hypnotist ever has in the history of the world.
Told you, Peanut.
Yeah, right. Conspiracy. I was thinking of you too. So like, it's trippy, huh? I'm glad we watched this. So yeah, that's what I was saying. So they might not call it hypnosis, but I think it can help. Hypnosis is kind of like in a continuum. It's not like there's this and then there's salami. Is that? It's part of, like, there are aspects of this that are, like, for example, in trance or in other things. So it's just a very, for lack of a better metaphor, like a slice of that frequency. And then there's a continuum of other things. So for lack of a better English and simplification of the issue, there is hypnosis, for lack of a better word, or hypnosis-like thing that happens in, like you say, politics, happens in news, happens in television shows or movies, and it probably happens. Does it happen in music too? Like a pop song, and whoa, they're hypnotizing with it.
Absolutely. Well, it's part of what makes, so because we work on frequencies, we're drawn to certain frequencies, we're drawn to certain rhythms, we're drawn to, there's a whole science behind that as well. And if you think about music, there's a reason that it provokes feelings. I can have never seen the movie Schindler's List. If I listen to the theme song, it's going to bring about a specific feeling in me, right?
Yeah.
And so and then same thing goes for if I'm listening, and this is why it's also important to pay attention to what music we listen to, depending on the mood that we're in. I can listen to, I love the band Korn, freaking love Korn, and Sleep Token and all that, right? But I love heavy music like that.
Yeah, me too.
I also find that my mood is completely different. I'm a Christian personally. If I'm
me too.
listening
Oh
to
yeah,
worship
brother, me
music,
too. Absolutely, praise the Lord, for sure.
Yeah, I wrote a book about hypnosis and scripture.
Oh, dude, I still got to have you back. I mean, like, all these things. I'm just like, wow, I want to know about this. Conspiracy Queen, Snooks, you probably thinking the same thing. You two,
Four more visits later.
I know. It's like, damn, there's all this stuff. Like,
this is really fascinating. It really is.
Dude, I'm sorry.
You're very diverse.
Yeah. Okay. Wow.
I've been doing this a long time.
Yeah. You don't look that old.
So I'm 37.
But anyway, you're telling us something though, Tommy. Sorry, I cut you off there.
I don't remember. But like when I listen to worship music, I get a completely different feel in my heart, right?
Yeah.
When I listen to heavy music, it's a completely different feeling. When I'm listening to certain classical songs, it brings about, it's also like, think about video games. Video game music is great music to do like actual work to. Because it's designed to make you focus on what you're doing.
Oh, interesting.
Kind of like being right. It pulls you right into what. And so, like for me, I grew up in the 90s, so playing like the original Sonic the Hedgehog, right? I love the music to the original Sonic the Hedgehog. I will be working on my book. I'm writing another book right now. I'll be working on my book, and I'll have the music from that playing in the background, and it gets me hyped and it gets me focused, and I feel like I'm on overdrive when I'm doing it. And so, yeah, all those things are factors in how we are manipulated, just in the greater scheme of things. And it's not always intentional either. Keep in mind too. Sometimes it's just a natural thing. But we are emotional creatures, and if our emotions can be provoked, then we can be controlled and manipulated, which is, why in First Peter it says to be sober-minded. If we are sober-minded, we are not just sober from the drink, but we are sober from the experiences as well, and we are in control of ourselves. And so that's
I got to ask you this, dude. I'm sorry. Well, is there a spiritual component to hypnotism?
There can be. So for me, when I do hypnosis on other Christians, when I'm working with a Christian client, for example, I will generally pray with them while in the state of hypnosis. When I do hypnosis, I don't know if you saw it here tonight, but I bring myself into the moment with the person. I'm hypnotizing myself as well, and I'm walking through with them. And I'm in a lighter state of hypnosis than they are, but I am in a state nonetheless so that I can visualize.
Yeah, I can see that when you're doing that with Pat. Yeah.
And because I don't do scripts, I don't do the phrases that you'll see a lot of the cliche ones of you're getting sleepier and deeper and sleeper. I don't do any of that. It's not necessary, and people aren't actually getting sleepy. It's it's weird things. That's a different conversation. But with the spiritual component, hypnosis is. I talk about it in my book. It's an amoral tool, meaning there's no morals attached to the tool itself. Just like
that's what I said too. It's neutral, like a tool. Yeah, it's like it depends on the person and the way they're using it. But I'm just trying to clarify for you because you actually know.
Yeah, so it depends on the person and how you're using it. It can be used spiritually. It can be very powerful with prayer. Very powerful with prayer.
Like what?
Say that?
Like, give me an example.
Oof. Well, so, for example, I was working with a gentleman who wants to quit smoking, and we were praying about it. And it was, we'd gone through the whole process of getting into the state of hypnosis and praying about it. And it just kind of came to me because I was praying, Lord, you guide the session, you guide my words, please just guide this so that they find their healing, because all healing comes from you. And that's because that's the way I pray. That's the way I think. And what came out of my mouth next, I had never actually thought of before, but it was, every time you give into the temptation of lighting up a cigarette. Now, a cigarette in itself is amoral. A cigarette in itself smoking the cigarette is not necessarily sinful in itself. Well, we could make a case for that being sinful, but it's kind of a gray area. But the moment you give into the temptation because it's pulling you and you need that to relieve something, what you are doing is giving your worship to that cigarette in that moment.
Interesting. I never even thought about it like that.
And when you give your worship to that cigarette, it's an idol. And we are told not to worship idols. And then what came to me was this feeling of, wouldn't it be interesting if even the craving itself of that cigarette, the withdrawal feeling of not having a cigarette, is proof that you've already quit? And I think of it like, I could go on for days, but with hypnosis and prayer, hypnosis is the space of your mind where you are able to be receiving. I think of hypnosis is like osmosis for your brain and information, right? Like osmosis, the moving of the passage of fluids from cell to cell and all that kind of stuff, right? For an area of less fluid to more, or more fluid to less fluid, whatever. It's kind of like that, but for information, right? And so that's what I like to equate it to. But I think of it like, we get in our own heads so much, and we get in our own way so much in daily life that we don't leave a lot of room to hear God's voice in whatever capacity that comes to us. And so when we can block out the noise and we can just focus on the quiet and the feelings that come about within the prayer, we can really begin to understand, what is God telling me?
Interesting.
That's a little bit of my own story, which is a whole other long story with regards to my book and everything. But yeah, it's a very beautiful experience to do hypnotic prayer.
I bet. Interesting. Well said. Well, Tommy, I mean, you're always welcome to say, because I'm going to not going to stop, you know what I mean? But you look exhausted though. I don't want to
I'm
take
sorry.
advantage, right? You know, but we got to have you back though. It sounds like you're down for that. So same bat time, same bat channel, another day.
Yeah, shoot me a text, give me a call. You got my information, so let's connect, let's coordinate. Yeah, when I can, I'll do it. You know,
Yeah, let's do that. And so I'll talk to you later, and we'll figure out a time and stuff. But not right away, but count on it though. But I figure next time we'll just kind of freestyle and kind of talk more instead of doing the whole entertainment thing. Unless someone wants to do that, I figure next time what we could do is I just kind of want to rap with you, with you and me and Conspiracy Queen and Snooks and Pat, and because I think it's going to be everyone will get a lot more of that insight you have too into the the ideas of politics, and I'm not really into politics either, to be honest with you.
But I'm very into politics. So
Snooks is, yeah.
Yeah, I could get into that part. So we it's a good balance here.
Yeah, exactly. So
I love a good
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, because you would help,
good
and the fact that you're Christian is just amazing too. And then I'm just more curious about how it I don't know. I mean, there's so many things this subject could bring up, but I'm just totally into the idea of how it works with the world around us. And that's kind of how the evil side is, isn't it? Though how it's that it kind of taps into Edward Bernays and all this other stuff, and how they're using that to keep people in this kind of beta alpha state, right? So where they don't. It's like onions, or you're unraveling these. I don't want to, me and you could talk forever, but I don't want to waste all your time. But you know what I'm saying. So I think we'll have to have you back. So I don't want to keep you up.
Peanut's so
you look
great
tired.
because he can go in one really great direction that I will never go in, but he's fascinating, and I can open my eyes and brain and understand where he's going at times. Whereas I go in a completely different direction, but we do have good meetings in the middle, don't we?
Yes, absolutely.
We really do. We have great conversations.
I love that.
Yeah.
You want to end us out with a prayer there, Tom?
What's that?
Should we pray at the end?
Would you like me to?
Oh,
yeah, absolutely.
I'd love to. I'd be honored to. All right. Love that. All right. I'll do a guided, meditative, hypnotic style sort of thing. I'll walk you through what I do. How's that?
All right,
and then
cool.
you can maybe pray yourself this way later as well. But
I'm down. Let's do it.
First thing I do, I close my eyes and bring myself into that alpha state, because God gave us these brains that function different ways in different settings, and I like to rest my hands just like so. I have mine resting on my armchair arms, and maybe yours are different, but I immediately notice my fingertips, and I bring my focus into my fingertips, noticing the pulse that flows throughout. And as I notice that pulse and I zoom in, and I become engulfed and zooming in further down to the molecules, down to the DNA, and knowing that God has created this DNA from his image, and we all come from God, and God saw fit to create us. And what an honor and a blessing it is to be a part of his will and a part of his world. Heavenly Father, we thank you so much for this opportunity to talk about the gifts that you've given us, gifts that we can use for entertainment and healing, and all the information that we are so just enamored by, just focused on and wanting more of. And Lord, you have given us a mind for learning and absorbing, and all you do is good. Your very name is good. And truly, the only thing that is good genuinely in this universe is you. And we strive, Lord, so much to be like you in that goodness and to be close to you. And I pray that we all feel close to you in this moment now and here, and that you would just guide more wonderful conversations like this, that you would just be present in all that we do, in all that we notice. Let us notice things with new eyes, with a renewed sense of understanding and recognition that we maybe didn't see before. And I pray that you would just guide that within us, nurture it, help us to be what you see for us. Because we know that your vision for us is always going to be better than our own. So, Lord, as we close out tonight, I pray that you be with every individual who was on this, every individual who has watched. And I pray that you just send the Holy Spirit to fill us. Because, Lord, we know that when the Holy Spirit fills us, there is no room for anything else in our world. I pray all this in the mighty name of our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Amen.
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 Man, that was amazing.
I felt my fingers tingling.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it was, and I have my arms on my armchair, and I felt my fingers tingling. That was really beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Absolutely my pleasure. Well, it was really fun talking. I'm going to go to bed because it is 12:18 and my kids are going to get me up at 6:30, whether I wake up or whether I get them to bed earlier or later. So, but this was fun. Let's connect again.
All right. Sounds good. All right. That's my sweet section.
Gentle slumber.
It was nice meeting you all.
Thank you. Good to meet you. Bye, Tommy. Man, that was pretty cool.
That was good stuff, man.
Right, Conspiracy Queen. I was like, it even got better at the end. I was like, dang, this is really cool. So, man, I'm glad you guys stuck around for that because that was the best part at the end. How cool is that? Hey, yeah, I forgot to ask him. I was going to ask about Pat. Pat, I was trying to figure out like what you. I'll ask him next time. I'll talk to him later. And be like, hey, what can you do to try to like, if that would help at all, Pat, from what you're going through.
Well, I mean, it helped as long as I was just relaxing and laying down, but as soon as I moved position, the pain's all back there. And
it sounds intense. Yeah, it must be. I'm sure it must be hard on you.
Yeah, it's very wearing.
Hey, Cindy, Krista, how you doing?
Just barely making it. I was sick all day. I wanted to tell you that I didn't come on this. I didn't see any of this. I didn't watch any of these because you have that whirligig thing, the black and white spiral thing.
Oh yeah.
There's epilepsy in my family. I can't watch that stuff, so I stay away.
Yeah, that makes sense. I see that. Sorry about that, Cindy.
Well, if you warn somebody, but when I saw that, I said, okay, I'm out of here. I'm not doing this.
I thought it was great, Peanut. It was more than I expected.
What's wrong with Pat? What's going on with Pat?
Pat, what's going on with you? What's wrong with you? What's the matter with you? Hey, what's the matter with you?
How do you explain when you live in pain,
Yeah, well, that's what I've been doing all day. It's severe cramps all day.
She's got I don't know what it is, but it's serious. I could tell it's serious with Pat. I don't. Forgive me if I'm interjecting, Pat, but it reminds me of I don't know what it is, but I could sense it's something super major because it reminds me of people got multiple sclerosis or something or Crohn's disease or something where they're just in.
No, it's a long story. It started off where I had some cyst on my ovary and they blocked the surgery. And I ended up with encarditis and ended up in the hospital for about 2.5 months.
Doesn't encarditis affect your heart?
Yeah, and it lodged down in my leg, and so I've got all these scars and everything from surgery. They did about, I don't know, I went under surgery 3 times in the hospital. and they did their best to get rid of the infection, but it's because the nerves and the muscles that they cut into messed up my left foot. And so for years, my right hip was taking on the weight, of walking and everything. And it through just the years, it blew out my right hip, basically.
Damn, that's gonna be brutal. Golly,
It
hip.
is.
That's major right there.
Yeah.
You did great with the hypnotist. You really did. I mean, you really worked with him, and you did so good. I'm so proud of you.
Yeah, I was hoping to work more, but at least it probably I don't know if that is helpful or not, but hopefully and if it is, maybe we'll find out later what more you could do to go in that direction.
Well, I mean, I'll use it for relaxing, but I just don't. Nothing's gonna get rid of the pain. I just know it. My nerves are all shot and everything through the years because I've been in this condition now for 26 years. And they wanted to do a hip replacement, and I'm thinking, well, that's all great and everything, but that doesn't take care of my left foot, so I'm still stuck with that problem. So, and just got tired of, if you can't make it better, let's not do any more. So I went on pain pills, and I lived on that for years, and then just learning about all the medications and stuff, I just decided to quit. I quit my blood pressure, the pain medicine, all of it,
Mm-hmm.
the aspirins, all of it, and I got tired of just being a guinea pig. And so now I just look at it, when it's my time, it's my time.
Yeah. Got it. I don't know because I've never been anything through that, but it sounds like you're doing everything you can.
I get myself to do a few steps, but that's about it. That's about as far as I go.
Wow. I'm sorry you're going through that, Pat.
Well, don't feel sorry. It's just what it is,
Oh, Dave says he's got a hatred for pain meds, and I know I can understand that one because it can be addictive. NorCal.
Well, I got to the point where it's like everything else. It gets to where you need more and more and more, and I went through the pain management, and then they started wanting to do shots in my back, and that just made things worse. And I just tired of being a guinea pig to these doctors, playing the guessing game with me. Take this and take that, and I threw away all my pills. I just got tired of it all.
I've known people who've had the shots in the backs and been not very successful with it.
Oh man, like the epidural that you're talking about, it's shot into your spine thing.
Well, yeah, but basically what it is they it's like freeze drying the nerves and stuff.
Did they do cauterization?
Yeah, and it's just
that's extremely painful.
I just got tired of it.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Man, hip bone. That's what Sal's talking about. Hip bone connected to the, that's funny, Sal.
I took pain pills when I needed to, and then when I got the pain resolved, I weaned myself off of them. So for me, they were necessary. I didn't abuse them. I didn't have to go up on my dosage. And when I was able to, I took myself off of them.
Okay, do you guys want to read a script or play a game real quick? What do you guys want to do?
Whatever you want to do.
All
Whatever
right.
the rest of the majority wants to do.
All right.
Whatever.
Maybe I'll save the script for next because it's getting kind of late. Okay. I've been doing this for 3 hours.
Yeah, and plus you put so much work into this.
Yeah, exactly. Well, hopefully it paid off. Did you like the video? Is the video okay, you guys?
I loved every single aspect of this, and he's going to come back, and I think it's great, and I just...
Oh, okay, Dave.
You did awesome.
Good. Oh, right on. Good. Hopefully people liked it.
Clapping.
Well, I thank you.
You're welcome.
And then, all right, Dave, there's the link. And Pat, you want to come up? Let me know, or Sal, or Chicken Little.
Pat's already up.
She's on the panel right now?
Is there... Pat's Evans on the panel.
Oh, I meant Cheryl. Sorry, Pat. I meant Cheryl.
Don't confuse me. It's too easy.
I don't be confused. What do you take me for? Some country rube.
A fool.
Of course, I'm on the panel. You've been talking to me. Duh.
Exactly. I was thinking it was your evil twin, though. I was like, oh, this is Pat's clone. I'm just going to, like, play it off. But anyway, here's Dave. What's up, Dave? Hey, Peanut, how you doing? I'm doing pretty good.
Don't show yourself if you're naked, Dave, okay? I really don't want to see you naked.
Yes, you do. Don't lie. Don't lie.
Cheryl Rich does. You can show her.
Listen, Snook.
I don't need to see you naked.
I've already sent you multiple pics. I didn't want to hear it.
Not. Oh my God, he did not. He did not. I swear to God.
I'm kidding. I'm totally kidding, brother.
They're burned.
I'll be right back. I gotta grab something to drink.
My wife would knife me in the back if I did something so stupid. Yeah, it'd be bad for me.
Yeah, well, you'd be neutered if you did.
Be bad for my health.
I'd take care of that. Hey, angels.
Hey, what's happening?
Everything.
Good.
How you been, Cindy?
I said I was very, very sick all day today. I'm just here to be cheered up.
Okay.
Hope you feel better.
Were you sick, like physically, or is it something like internally?
Oh, it's physical, it's emotional, I severe body pains and cramps all day.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
There's some bad stuff going on out here. I'm having a tough time with a daughter that's having a really bad life right now. Things aren't working out well.
Stress will make my stomach roll. It doesn't I don't get nauseated. It just makes it roll and uncomfortable.
Oh no, it's not just uncomfortable. It's severe pain.
I'm not
in
have the
bed.
pain, but I
couldn't go outside. Couldn't do anything. It's just.
I get it.
Yeah, bad stuff.
I'm sorry, honey.
Hi, Peanut. What are you doing?
What
are you drinking?
How you doing? I'm drinking Pure Life iced tea. It's my favorite.
Mm.
Good for you.
All right. Good for the whole family. If I had a family.
Do you have a family? I didn't know you had
Your
kids.
family is right
Yeah,
here.
I know you guys is my family. All right.
That's right.
Damn straight. All right, you guys ready to play a game?
Sure.
All
Yes,
right.
sir.
You just call me ma'am.
I said yes, sir.
All right.
I heard ma'am.
I heard ma'am too, Dave. All right. She's trying to play it off now. Conspiracy Queen. All right, here we go. All right. This one's just for you, Conspiracy Queen. If they can't find food, some types of worms will do this. Do they freeze themselves? Like, who doesn't like frozen worms? Those are the best. Am I right? Of course I'm right. A, freeze themselves. That's what Cohen said. B, do they divide into two worms to look in different areas? They just like split apart. Basically clones. Fucking worms. Or C, do they eat themselves? And it's not what you think, Snooks. Or D.
On me all the time.
And stop laughing. You're just encouraging me. You're sending me mixed signals here. All right. Or D, do they start hibernating? They're like, fuck this. I'm taking a nap.
You just don't like worms.
I woke up for this. That's what the worms are like. What? Forget it. Wake me up next year or something. Right. So what do you guys think? Angels? Did you start snorting?
Go.
Wow.
You ad-lib and it drives me nuts.
All right. Roger Childers net says A. Everyone, and so is what Sal says in his own way. We're all going with A.
What was
Roger's right.
I'm going with hibernate.
Hibernate.
What was A?
Freeze themselves. Everyone's saying freeze themselves, but Dave's going to hibernate.
I'm gonna say they divide themselves in half.
Divide themselves in half. I like
Like,
the way you think.
funny fact, guys, worms have up to 12 hearts.
How
What?
would that
Damn.
help them if
12
they were
hearts?
hungry?
Yeah, you can dissect them and they'll still live, like in the pieces. Obviously, if anyone's fished, they know that because you can rip them into pieces and they continue to live.
But the hard part about that was all their girlfriend worms are like, it takes them forever to break all their hearts. They're like, all right, here's
Right, right. You cheated on me for the 12th time, and that's it.
You're right. That's it. Ouch. You know, like the first 11 times I was a little suspicious, but that 12th time, that just did me in. For goodbye, cruel world. I'm jumping in. Like, we get eaten by a freaking fish or something. My God.
Stinking wenches.
I know, right? Golly. Worm wenches are cold. Well, hence the reason why they freeze themselves. But I guess, whatever the answer is. Angels, what do you think?
Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me 345 times, shame on me.
So I take you're going to go with divide themselves, right?
Yeah, that's exactly what we want.
Can you speak any louder, Angel?
Oh, louder? Yeah.
That'd be great.
Okay.
All right. Dang nabbit. All right, Conspiracy Queen. Did you go yet, Conspiracy Queen?
I did not. That's a great question, and I would have to go with possibly eat themselves. I don't know.
Oh my God, you read my mind.
Wow.
I was saying the same exact thing.
That's
hell
a good
yeah.
answer.
Yeah, I mean, it
if I
makes
could, I'd
sense.
eat
If they
myself.
can't find food, they would go for their own tail, like the snake perpetually eating itself.
Exactly.
Peanut, don't go down that road.
Well, too late. All right, Pat, what do you think?
I think it's B. They divide.
Divide and conquer. Everyone else is going with A. Oh, the bobbin factor. Exactly, chicken. That's how. See, first they break your 12 hearts, then they bob at you. Oh, I do not envy worms. I know, exactly.
Hey, Nut, is that why they call them night crawlers? Because they're out at night cheating on you?
Yeah, exactly. Just
Yeah,
the women. Because
yeah.
the dude worms, they're like watching TV or something.
Yeah, or
minding their own
chilling.
business. Right. Exactly.
That's very sexist.
No, it's very wormist.
Yeah. And how do you know if a worm's gay?
Turn it over? No, I don't know. How?
I don't know. I'm asking you. I don't know.
I don't know. I'm not exactly an expert on gay worms.
Worms are hermaphrodites.
Oh, they're hermaphrodites. Oh, they are all gay. They're straight and gay at the same time. Yep. They just went
wow.
I know, right? Exactly. They're swingers. And the answer is, because you guys are all dying to know.
I'm right. I'm right. I know I am.
It's going to be, check us out. Me and Conspiracy Queen got it right. They eat themselves.
What?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
I told you so.
I know,
I'm just
Conspiracy
gonna say
Queen,
that's
you
kind
rock.
of kinky.
All right, exactly, right? So I guess it is what you think, Snooks. And then,
Dang.
the rest of you guys.
That's not what I think.
Oh, stop biting myself. Stop biting myself.
God. And what was the question?
Oh, my
I
God.
lost the card. Let's see,
That's okay.
I don't know where I put the card. Is this here?
Wow, that's
here it is.
really barbaric.
They can't find food. So that's what the worms do when they get hungry. They freeze them. No, they eat themselves.
They devour themselves.
Why wouldn't they eat other worms?
Exactly.
I know. Why eat yourself? But that's what they do.
That would be gross to eat other worms. Come on.
Exactly. They have standards, please.
Come home and find your kid gnawing on his own toes.
I know,
Like,
you're right.
what the hell, dude? I got some Cheetos.
I'll get a job already. God.
Right.
How do giraffes clean their ears, Cindy?
Ooh.
Cindy Krista?
With worms.
I'll give you the exactly. A, get help from birds. Come here, birds. Fucking bird. Clean my ear. B, with their own tongues, or C, they stick their heads underwater, or D, with a rough tree trunk, as opposed to a nice soft tree trunk.
A,
we're going to go with the birds. All right, what do you think, Dave?
Quick side note: Have you guys ever seen giraffes fight each other? Oh
No.
my God! Watch it sometimes.
I gotta watch now.
They whack each other with their necks. It's so violent and crazy. It's crazy. Anyway, I'm gonna go with what did you say again?
Jeez, focus, Dave.
I think it was the last one.
The last one. Oh, the rough tree bark.
No. The tongue. Their tongue. B.
Oh, the tongue one. Okay,
Yeah.
Gotcha. And Sal's gonna go with A. Cohen's gonna go with B. No, actually, Cohen's going with 69. The obvious choice. All right, and then what do you think, Angels?
That could work.
Right? Exactly.
Birds.
Can't go wrong with 69. What, Angels? Oh, the birds. The birds. All right, Pat, what do you think?
Bird's a word.
I think it's with their tongue.
With their tongue. A lot of tongue fans in here. I can see why. Snooks, what do you think?
It's not what you think. Birds.
Oh, it is. It is so what
No,
you
it's
think.
birds. It's birds.
Birds? Got the bird is the word. That's what Angel's saying. All right,
Okay,
conspiracy
Queen.
Queen, what do you think?
I don't know. What's the type one? I would say maybe dumping our head over the water.
Are you underwater?
I didn't understand anything you said, honey.
I
Did
had
you
a hard time
not?
too.
Did you paint it?
No, I didn't understand. So like
I would say dumping your head underwater.
putting the head underwater. All right.
Okay.
It kind of works. And giraffes are proof of creationism. Oh, trippy, Shackle, you're right. Yeah, good point. And it is, it's their tongues. You guys are right. You tongue
Hey,
lovers got it.
Hey.
You can just about clean anything with your tongue.
Exactly. Just like a
Cannot.
cat.
Quit trying to brag.
Yeah, we have birds for tongues though, so we're
right. Exactly.
God bless. I would never have thought the tongues. I always thought birds were on there like picking at them, little bugs or something.
Oh, let's do this one. This is a nice sexist question. Men suffer.
Wait, did you just say this is a sexist question?
I did.
I love it.
Okay, go for it, baby.
All right, here we go. All right, men. Men suffer from this twice as much as women. And no, Snooks, it's not what you think.
Ooh.
Is it
blue balls?
Is it A, my personal favorite, diarrhea, or is it B, hiccups, C, pink eye, and not that eye, Snooks. Is it or D, pimples?
Ooh.
What do you think? Do we get more pimples?
That's tough.
How about E for listening?
Damn it, Pat. Focus.
Bam. Snap.
Coben's going to go with A, the diarrhea, like the way you think, Coben. Roger's going to go with D, pimples. All right, another great answer. And dogs have tongues too. Absolutely, Cat. So I'm going to start with
them.
Exactly right. Angels, what do you think? Which one is it?
Blue balls.
Blue balls for the win. Final answer.
I don't think that was an answer.
I know. I was going to go with it anyway. Conspiracy Queen, what do you think?
I don't think it's too much that coming because I worry too damn much.
I didn't hear that again.
What, Conspiracy Queen?
You said I think it is the upset coming because I worry too much.
Okay.
Did you understand that?
She said diarrhea.
Okay.
Just kidding, Conspiracy Queen. Maybe write it down in the private chat that I could see it because your sounds a little garbled. So I can't. I want to make sure. Oh, Hagen Lewis.
No, have a good night. She was saying have a good night.
Oh, okay.
Left.
I'm sorry, Conspiracy Queen. If you write down in the chat, I'll know what you're saying. It's your mic's kind of garbled. Snooks, what do you think? What do men suffer for twice as much?
What was the answers? I had it.
Damn it!
No, it's because of
Focus.
Dave.
Focus.
It was because of Angels and Dave. I was focusing on something.
Don't blame it on
Focused
them.
on me. I
All
knew
right,
it.
gentlemen.
No.
All right, exactly. All right, is it A, diarrhea?
I'm gonna say pink eye.
Or pink eye. Pink eye.
Yeah,
Pat, what do you think?
Pink eye.
The old pink eye.
Yeah, pink eye sounds good.
All right, going with the pink. Two pink eyes. And what do you think, Cindy, Krista?
I don't believe any of those. Did anybody Did anybody pick C?
Pink eye, yeah. That's,
oh, okay. Well, then B.
B, hiccups.
Oh, you're so ornery. She's just so ornery.
I want to pick a different one.
I know.
Exactly. Be unique.
Because I don't
right?
pick any of them.
Dave, what do you think?
You said D was syphilis, right?
Yeah, exactly. Syphilis. They're all getting all the syphilis. But why us? And the girl's like, I don't know, honey.
I think guys are way more stressed out, and I'm going to go with pimples.
Pimples. Angels, what do you think?
Yeah, I got the sniffles too. No, I would say birth pain.
Birth
what was
pains?
The question?
You should say birth pains. You know you're in trouble now. Men suffer from this twice. Exactly, Angels. Focus. Men suffer, and it's not going to be birth pains. Just like Note to self, angels. Men suffer from this. They suffer. We suffer, angels. Twice as much
We
as
do.
women.
We do.
Exactly. Do we have diarrhea more than them? Hiccups, pink eye, or pimples?
That time of the month. So I'm going with pink eye.
Pink eye. Oh, God, pink eye
No,
fans
actually,
in here.
no.
Well, it's guys, not
What was the other
girls.
one? Yeah, that's the other one. It's the guys. Yeah, you're
All right,
right.
Red Storm.
So,
Focus, Red
what's the
Storm.
other
Here
one?
goes the question one more time. Men suffer from this twice as much as women. And I'll read the questions again, Angel. Is it going to be A, diarrhea, B, hiccups, C, pink eye, or D, pimple, blue eye? I was going to say brown eye. All right. You got
You're my brown-eyed girl.
brown-eyed girl. All right, and the answer is going to be it's hiccups, you losers. Why?
Come
You thought
on.
everyone would know that.
Exactly. Columbia.
That was a
Exactly.
stupid answer.
I don't think it's.
I know it was a stupid question. Of course, it's going to be a stupid
Well, I
answer.
know, but you liked it.
I want to know how
All
they
right.
found out the answer to that question.
Rectal dysfunction. Exactly. Let's make it sound prettier than what it is.
I agree.
Well said, Coven. All right. 7% of Americans, they do this every day. Only 7%. So the rest of us are different.
I know the answer, but I'm not going to say it. It's so dirty. No,
Is
I'm
it
not gonna say
A, ride a skateboard, B, wear a tuxedo? I assume that means not every day. C, milk a cow, or D, eat at McDonald's. Well, it's definitely not eat at McDonald's. Cows' hiccups. I don't know what that is, Red Store. All right, so what do you guys think?
Why do I keep forgetting what A was every
Did you
time?
say all the answers?
It's because
Yeah,
we use hypnotism, Dave.
I thought you used D.
D. All right,
What was
let's
the
go.
question?
Damn it! Focus, Cindy. All right, here we go. Here we go.
I love it.
Someone else asked me to repeat this question, and I swear. All right, 7% of Americans. So 7% of Americans do this every day. Exactly, Sal. Is it A, ride a skateboard? B, wear a tuxedo, because none of you ever dress for formal events. C, milk a cow. Or D, eat at McDonald's.
I'm going with the milk of cow.
McDonald's, milk a cow. Anyone else?
Tuxedo.
Tuxedo?
I'm gonna go with McDonald's. I'm not one of the 7%.
All right, 7%. And the answer is, oh, damn, it was McDonald's.
Really?
I know. I was like, what? Damn.
Only
I thought
7%?
It's every day, though. So they're constantly eating McDonald's.
God,
Damn.
I'm sucking so bad. I don't think I've gotten one right.
I only got one right out of 3. That's 33%. I am failing.
Oh, Sal was C. Oh, milk a cow. He went with milk a cow.
I've gotten
Coven got it right, though.
Sometimes the cow
eat at
milks
McDonald's.
first.
Oh, yeah, for all you that got it right.
And Red Storm's a loser, too, you Red Storm.
Bunch of
Milk a
losers.
cow. I know, bunch of losers. Oh, God, you people make me sick.
back at you.
Right? Exactly. You need to move over. All right.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
All right.
Wow.
Don't that make your brown eye blue?
Right, exactly, Angels. Don't make me come down there, Cindy Chris. Okay, before it took the name Google, the popular search engine was called A, knock knock.
Who's there?
B, back rub.
Why is that funny to me?
A back rub
Who's
sounds
there?
nice, right? Or C, go fish. Or D, Marco Polo.
Marco.
Polo.
Knock, knock.
All right, who's there?
I'm going with Go Fish.
Go fish. Got one for go fish.
Fish out
Got
of
one. Name two and a half. Any more go fish sold?
out of water.
To the man who's not here. All right, Angels. What do you think?
What's the question?
I try not to.
Says.
Cindy,
No,
we've been
she's
over
not
this.
asking. I thought she said it was chat. Coven said it.
Oh, damn it,
Focus,
Coven.
Coven.
You know better than this. All right, focus, Coven.
Get it
Golly.
together, for God's sake.
For God's sake. Before it took the name Google, the popular search engine was called A, knock knock, B, back rub, C, go fish, or D, Marco Polo? Unshackled. Sal's going to go with D, Marco Polo.
I'm going to go with Marco Polo.
Damn it. Red wants me to read a picture. Oh, all right. Finally, Red. Focus. Damn it, Red Storm. Focus.
Google the previous
I think all you
name
people
of
are hypnotized. All right, here
Hello.
goes. Right. Before it was named Google, the popular name of the search engine was called A, Knock Knock, B, Back Rub, C, Go Fish, or D, Marco Polo.
Marco.
And
Hello.
what do you?
Is somebody
right.
saying Marco is
Go
the answer?
fish.
Go fish. All right,
It's
go
a-
fish.
Fish out of water.
It's a game, Snooks. You say
Oh,
Marco.
I know Marco
And
Polo.
how come?
I know it's a swimming game. I'm going with Marco Polo.
How come none of us remember this if it really happened? That's what I'm saying.
Because it did really happen.
But
Right,
why
so
don't we
maybe-
remember?
Because I think I've got it right.
It's Mandela
I
effect.
don't remember. I'm just guessing it's go fish.
Yeah, me too. Go fish. I like
No,
go
I
fish.
think I've got it right because of
Oh,
chats.
yeah, there's already plenty of fish.
But if I'm wrong, I suck.
All right, Conspiracy Queen, what do you think?
I said knock knock.
Knock knock. All right,
Knock,
Cindy.
knock.
You got your sound back. Yay!
I know you sound great. All right, Angels. C. All right, gonna go with the Go Fish. Angels, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Marco Polo.
Marco Polo. All right, and Inception. I don't remember either. Mandela effect. That's fun. That's hilarious. Al. All right, and the answer is back rub. Oh yeah, that's the one I like.
Get
Back
out.
rub.
Get out.
That is so
What
stupid.
the fuck?
I told you.
Right.
Okay, you
Excuse
said what
my
I wanted
language.
to say, but I don't swear. Okay, just
Man.
Yes, you do. You have one.
I
She
have
said,
never
what
said
the
the F
fuck?
word.
No way in hell
What the
Google is
fuck?
named back rub.
That was just
That's
stupid.
the craziest thing. We are all from the same timeline then, because I don't remember that shit.
That would have
don't
been in
remember
the
either.
porn videos or something. Back rub.
Right. Exactly.
God, no wonder they changed the name. Like Google is so much better.
Right, how creepy is that?
I don't know. I can go for a back rub. All right.
I give you a back rub.
All right. In Italy, where there is, so now we go from back rub to Italy. See how that works? In Italy, it's from Kissanati.
Everyone listen closely.
Kissanati from Italy.
CQ, remember that one?
Right. Sorry, Sal. I'm making fun of the Italian accent. All right, here we go. I'm always kidding. I'm gonna say like, what was the Swedish one? It's like, yeah, to do. You put the chicken in the basket jar. Choke the chicken.
That's
Yeah.
the chef. I love that guy.
Right. Oh yeah, the chef's hilarious. All right. In Italy, there is a historical museum about hairstyles of ancient Rome, because we're all fascinated by that.
In where? Italy?
Yeah, it's in Italy.
Okay.
There's a museum for spaghetti.
No.
Spaghetti now, forget it later, huh? Or is it C? Leonardo da Vinci's less talented brother.
Leonardo di Sacchi.
Less talented brother. What would his name be? His name is Fred or something. Fred da Vinci. No one likes a Fred. All right, I make the crappy drawings.
No, his brother's name was Vincenzo.
Right, it's Vinny.
Fred.
Right, poor Vinny. All right, or is it Pig Latin? They have a whole museum dedicated to Pig Latin.
Oh. It's going to be the most stupid answer, so. I'm going Pig Latin. Pig Latin, final answer.
All right, I'm going to go with Da Vinci's less talented brother because it's hilarious. All right, and what do you think, Cindy Krista?
Same as you.
Oh, Sal's going to go with spaghetti. All right.
The most idiotic one.
All right, Angels, what do you think?
Yeah, Da Vinci's brother.
Da Vinci's brother. All right. And Pat, what do you think?
Spaghetti.
Spaghetti. I love spaghetti, by the way. All right, Snooks, what do you think?
I'm going with spaghetti.
Spaghetti. Man, Italian food is like the best. It's like the best, other than maybe Mexican food is really good too. Conspiracy Queen?
Only spaghetti was invented by the Chinese.
Oh.
That's my thought, yes. I'm going to go with ancient Roman hairstyles, because why not?
Going with the Roman hairstyle. Pasta. It was like the hairstyle. It's like the supercuts of like 200 BC or something. All right, and the answer is Spaghetti.
Come on.
I got one right. I
Okay.
don't suck
I
anymore.
know. We all suck, though.
I'm at a
Snooks.
25%. 25.
Right. Exactly. We
Well, that's
suck.
okay because this game.
I just didn't want to go with the bandwagon on the spaghetti thing, man.
Oh, BS,
Yeah.
you got it wrong. Just admit it.
Yeah, that kind of blows.
Google search, which has become the most used web search engine. Larry Page and Sergey Brin, students at Stanford University. Oh, yeah. And actually, the CIA was what funded Google. Right. Oh, hey, another Italian question. Inventors in Italy were able to make the world's first vending machine for, is it A, coffee with customized foam art? Oh, that's pretty cool. B, luxury suits and leather goods. Okay.
Mm.
Go into put a quarter in, get out a leather suit. That sounds
Leather
amazing.
thongs.
Right, leather thongs. Oh yeah. Chaps, baby. C, fresh pizza in 3 minutes. How are you making fresh pizza in 3 minutes?
Right, there's
Out
a
of
dude in the
vending
machine.
Yeah, no way. That'd be a hell of a big machine. Or D, it's a brick oven, like vending machine. D, original opera music based on your life. You kind of suck. Dun, da, 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 da.
Sing that verse again.
What was A?
What'd you say? Did you say
You
you
are
kind
the
of suck?
loser.
You did.
Well, thank you, vending opera machine. How'd you know? Right? It's all like, you are an alcoholic and you suck. You suck very much.
But it sang operatic style.
You just cheated on the 12 times.
12
You must have been no good in bed.
We're having way too much fun with this room. I've forgotten all the answers.
It's best
was-
opera ever.
What was A? I forgot what A was. What is A?
I think. Oh, A. Coffee machine with custom foam art. Like, here's a beaver. There you go.
I'm going for that. That's my answer. A.
Like beaver design in the coffee. Who doesn't want that?
I think I'm going to go with the hot coffee one, too.
You going to go with that too, Cersei Queen?
A.
Yeah, final answer.
A.
Yeah, I'm going with A.
I'm
Everyone's
going to
going
go
with
with the pizza because it could be slices of pizza, not a whole one.
Exactly. Dang, will you please announce when the question begins? Okay, sorry, Red Pill. All right, Red Storm, I'm reaching you one more time, Red Storm. Here you go. Inventors in Italy were able to make the world's first vending machine for A, coffee with customized foam art, B, luxury suits and leather goods, C, fresh pizza in 3 minutes, D, original opera music based on your life. All right, you kind of suck, and you really suck. All right, and condoms. I know. Why can't they just make condoms or something?
Don't ever get married.
You'll never get married. Is it fresh pizza in 3 minutes? That's what people are saying. Really? Cohen, fresh pizza in 3 minutes? Roger.
Mario.
Mario. All right. What do you think, Pat Evans?
It's the coffee thing.
It's a coffee thing. And then
It's a coffee thing.
that's what Conspiracy and Dave said that. Snooks, what do you think?
I said pizza because it could be slices of pizza, not a whole pizza.
All right, maybe. But it has to be fresh, though. Cindy, Krista, what do you think?
I'm with Pat. A.
Fresh.
Coffee. I think it's the coffee, too. Angel, what do you think?
Yep, coffee and a slice of pizza.
I'm on the cheese.
All right. And it's cappuccino. Yeah, right. Exactly. So it's going to be. Oh, damn it. Snooks, well, how the hell did you know that? It's fresh pizza in 3 minutes.
What
What?
I know.
You're right. I'm sorry.
Bull
I'm
crap.
sorry. I'm uber intelligent. What do you want? I know Italy.
It's
Don't
like
ask me how I know
Tombstone.
Italy.
It's
Like
like
the
Tombstone.
Leaning
Pizza
Tower.
didn't even come from Italy. It came from Rome.
Yeah, well, you know, Cindy said spaghetti came from China. It doesn't matter. Italy claimed it, and I got the right answer.
Whatever. I hate you. I hate you more than I hated you earlier.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Oh, here's one. You guys are going to love this. We had 2 answers about Italy. Now we get another worm. The longest tapeworm
Oh,
ever. The longest one. So you know this is going to be great.
I'm so mature.
Ooh, God, get so
Exactly.
visual here. This is not good. You ought to
The
get away from
longest
the worms.
tapeworm.
I'm already
ever.
seeing a really long worm.
Oh, it's long, and it was the longest one ever, Dave. And it was found in, of course, in a human body. It was as long as this is how long that tapeworm was. So you guys are gonna love this. And right after the pizza, what else would you want but a tapeworm? Well, A, is it a football field? Damn, that's one long ass worm. Or B, as long as a pickup truck. Or that was like they're a truck driver. C, a king size bed, like where that worm came from. Or B or D, a school bus. Oh, not the school bus.
I'm going football field. Final answer.
Football field. All right. Anyone else? Any takers?
A.
School bus.
School bus. I heard school bus. I heard football field. And then
what were the other two answers?
A bed,
747
and a school bus. Pickup truck, school bus.
We don't know what kind of pickup truck. Could be a Toyota, a Chevy, a GMC. We don't know. Ford.
What was the other answer?
Short bus or
King
long
size
bus?
bed, a football field, and a school bus.
Short bus or long bus?
Chicken says it's a Ford truck.
Everybody takes the short bus here.
All
I'm
right.
gonna say school bus.
There, come on, kids! Everyone get up on the school bus.
Get your helmet on tight.
Don't step on the worm. All right, and there's the field
The
trip.
worm.
That's a world record right there. You guys better recognize. What do you think, Angels?
I try not to.
Right? Unsuccessfully.
Coven wants the question again.
Oh, Coven does? Okay.
There's always that one guy.
Damn it, Coven, focus.
Yeah.
The longest tapeworm ever found in a human body was as long as A, a football field, B, a pickup truck, C, a king-size bed, or D, a school bus, which is apparently 22 feet long. That's what Red Storm said. So which one, Angels?
Oh, I'll go with the football field.
Yeah, you and Dave were on the football field. That's like a long-ass worm. All right, and then...
That's what I said, too.
That's what she said. All right, Conspiracy Queen, what do you think?
Hail Mary.
I said school bus.
School bus. All right, what do you think? All right, Snooks, what do you think?
I said school bus.
School bus, school bus. Pat, what do you think? Where are you going to go with?
I'm going to go with the bed.
Going with the bed. And Sal's going to go with C. He's going to go with the bed, too. And I don't know. I think I'm going to go with the football field, too. That's a long worm. And it's going to be... Oh, but dude, we are wrong, though. We suck.
That's 100 yards.
Quick side note, how sick must you be if you have that kind of worm inside your body?
Right, how
you eat
to
at
get it
McDonald's
out,
every day.
too.
Yeah.
Talk about the spaghetti noodle.
Woo!
And the answer is a school bus. Oh,
Damn it.
I know, damn you, school bus.
3 in a row.
Oh, you used to.
Oh, the hatred is so real right now.
I know. Thinking she's somebody.
You know what? Just because a woman is smarter than you, like every time
These
we're
are
in chat,
not smart questions.
Yeah,
Now-
exactly.
Right?
it doesn't matter. I got it right.
So you're the queen of dumb questions. I'm
There
sorry.
you go.
Take it. I'll take it. I don't care.
I'm kidding. You're awesome.
I know I like it. I don't care. That's funny.
Peanut, bring out the dumb queen crown.
That's fine. I don't care.
I'm the biggest loser. I got 1 out of what, 6?
I'll tell you. You all debate me one time and see who's smarter. So call me dumb queen all you want. I'll wear that crown
I was
proudly right
kidding.
now. I know you were, sweetie. I'm not worried about that. Give me that dumb crown. I'll wear it proudly.
You be careful. I'll clean your ears with that tongue of that giraffe.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we use
giraffe time.
No.
You'll get your nails done. Some people
Now,
do
it
that.
reminds me, I got to watch the giraffes fighting now.
Dude, it is violent. It's crazy.
very brutal. Yeah.
Is it? Oh, damn.
I'm surprised they don't break their necks.
Yeah, it's not
Dude,
something
look
that
at
you're
them
just gonna
giving
like
birth.
scream
They're like, hey,
at
get
and
out of here.
everything. It's gonna amaze you.
All right,
It's
you guys,
like they don't use their legs at all, bro.
I got to bail, so I'm going to ask you guys get your pick of what you want for the last. Do you want a French answer question? Oui, français.
French ass. Yes.
No, I got to go. Walmart's going to close in an hour.
Okay.
Is it?
Yes, I want a French question. I would.
Want the French one?
I love Francais.
All right, here we go. French it is then. In La France,
Allez-vous?
it is considered good luck if A, your left foot steps in a dog poop. We had this one before. I think we had this one.
Yes, we had this
all
one
right,
before.
let's try a different one then.
Because that was the answer, I think.
I was
here we
gonna
go.
say yes to that one.
I think it is. All right. It might be easy for you, but sharks are the only fish that can do this. Is it A, stick out their tongues? B.
We're gonna bite your legs. They're dangly.
B, blink with both eyes. Only sharks can do that. They got skills, baby. Or C, swim in circles. The rest of them dumb fish, they go straight. That's all they do. Stupid fish. Or is it D, smile?
I'm going with the eye.
The eyes. That'd be a creepy smile.
Yep, the eyes.
The eyes.
The eyes. The
The
eyes.
eyes. All right. Anyone else? We got
yeah, they do.
C.
blink their eyes, but they also
Swim in
smile, too.
circles. And
And they
then
swim in circles.
Cohen's
all
going
three
with
of those.
B, blink. Sal's going with smile. I think it is. Maybe it's smile.
They
I think
suck
it's,
you in with smile, you know. Could be a
they got that shark charm, right?
I'm
They're all
going
like,
to go with swim in circles.
I'm going to go
I'm
with
gonna
smile.
go with. I'm gonna go with blink.
Blink. All right, got a
Yeah,
lot of
blink.
blinkers in here. Blink, blink, blink. No one's said about stick the tongue out. You know, they're like,
Do they even have a tongue? I don't even think they have a tongue.
Yeah, they do.
they just haven't shown you yet.
Ah, I'm not lucky.
They're like, you're gonna think I'm a giraffe, so
Right.
nice try.
You only see that after you're inside.
Right.
That just did not sound right, okay?
Well, their teeth keep growing out from the back of their mouth. So.
Okay, come on, it's late. What was it? Red Storm. Seriously. Focus, damn it. Focus, Red Storm. All right, fine. One more time, Red Storm, just for you. It might be easy for you, Red Storm, but sharks are the only fish that can do this. Is it A, stick out their tongues, like giraffe? They're giraffe fans at heart. B, blink with both eyes, because other fish, they can't handle that. They're like, oh no, it's too much for me. C, swim in circles, like all those stupid fish that keep going straight ahead and bonk on a rock or something. D, smile. Smile when you say that, shark. And I'm just going to read the answer. You guys, everyone get a chance to answer that one?
Yeah.
All right. Why, yes, we did, Peanut. All right, and the answer is blink. Damn, it was
Thank
blink.
God.
Yeah,
God, I
you
would
got
never
it
guess that.
right.
I got it
For
wrong.
y'all.
2 out
I
of
know.
7. Oh, I still failed.
Yeah, at least you got the last one right.
Yeah.
I give up my dumb question answers. Or
Exactly.
You won, Smokes.
No, you get the crown.
All right, you guys, I'm going to take off. Anything
All right.
else you guys want to say before I close everything out?
Can I say goodnight to the chat?
Yeah,
But I'll
absolutely.
wait till the others say it.
Okay.
Much love and respect to everyone. It's been fun being here. Thanks for showing up. I appreciated the show. It was awesome. And I look forward to the sequel.
Oh, man, Davis, it was a pleasure having you here, brother. All right, anyone else?
Just want to say thank you, and it was fun. It wasn't as scary or as freaky as I thought it was going to be. And my happy thought of the happy, funny thoughts was the time that I fell out of the pool. So there you have it.
Oh, interesting. Right on. Cool. All right, anyone else?
All right, I'll go. I'll say goodnight to the
Yeah,
chat.
have a good week,
Thank
everybody.
y'all for being here so much. I love all of you. And thank you, panel. Y'all did great. I love all of you. And Peanut, thank you for everything that you do. Major respect.
Oh, thank you and respects to you too, Snooze. And Conspiracy Queen, thanks for being here too. Man, I'm so happy. And you have to go back, so I'll read the script next time with you. I wrote a character for you. And then Angels, man, brother, I appreciate you all you do. You've been with me for a long time. I appreciate you. And then,
I love you, man.
yeah, I love you too, brother. And then, Pat, anything else you want to say before we call it a night?
I just had a good time, and Glad to be here with y'all, and I'm going to try to hypnotize myself to sleep.
Okay, right on. Thanks for being here, Pat. I appreciate you for all you do, Pat. And then Cindy, Krista, last but not least, anything you want to say?
Your game blows.
I know, exactly. Right? I want to recount.
Gotta get your stuff.
All right, cool. Okay, all right, I'll talk to you guys later. And good night. Bye, Restore. Bye, Sal. Thanks for being here. Bye, Rogers. Roger Childers on that. And then Conspiracy Queen, bye. And Indy and Coven and everyone that's been here tonight. Appreciate all you guys. And that being said, Cheryl and everyone who's been here. All right, so I'm going to play us out with a song. And let's go here. And what am I doing? This. Okay, and then this. And then that's the one. Okay, and let's go here. This song I recorded in honor of Lewis, one of the coolest people I know and a good friend too. I've known a lot of insecure dudes in my day, but Lewis is definitely not one of them. Lewis is very secure and strong in who he is without the need to compare himself to other people around him, which I personally appreciate. He's also very strong in his critical thinking, and he can think for himself, so he's very strong in formulating his own thoughts and opinions as well. Lewis is definitely not a lemming that blindly follows other people. He thinks for himself, and I respect that. He has a great sense of humor too. I think a lot of dudes could learn a thing or two from Lewis. So Lewis, I respect you. I appreciate you. I'm lucky to have you as a friend. And this is my way of showing you and thanking you. So this is the song that Lewis requested. I sing the vocals on the song. I play all the instruments except the drums, which I programmed. I also created the video, and without further ado, this is my own cover version of Inagata Devita by Iron Butterfly.
Gotta don't be holy. Don't you know that I love you? Be the gotta don't be baby. Don't you know that I'll always be true? Oh, won't you come with me and take my Hey, my hand. Now, Lewis, the Marshmallow Man, can you dig it?